ready even when I ain't ready. Cause I stay ready, so I don't gotta get ready.
You was just getting ready.
They hear us though. I'm finna play the music though. Hopefully, don't play this commercial. Can y'all hear it? Oh, hold on, I gotta add it. Welcome in, y'all. We about to play some music really quick and let everybody come in. We got Chief Rod, Miss Kia, co-founder of Media Matriarchs, and me, Drea, founder of
Good.
Media Matriarchs. And hold on one moment, I'm gonna get y'all a little crunk up in here. Is that how they say it?
Yeah.
Hold on, we gotta add it. How was y'all day today? Had a good day?
I don't even know. I just woke up.
I had a good day.
Of course you did, Rod. Of
I
course you
want to put on.
did.
Can I put on my headset? Is it too late?
No, you could put it on. That's fine.
So are we in the thing yet?
Yes, you've been live. Who you think I've been talking to? You
Hold
all
on.
in
Just
the
a
chat.
I don't know if it'll work when we already
Yeah, we're
on.
gonna play a little bit of this song that Rod suggested that we listen to. And we only can play like 30 seconds though, so it's not gonna be really, really long. Hey Smith, I don't know how to say that. Smith, Jawaria, Desiree, Empress, Keisha, and Sabrina. Welcome in, y'all. The matriarchs are in here. I see y'all.
Hi, sisters.
Okay, move out the way. There you go. All right. Should be
Playing
coming up in a second.
woman,
That's how I
woman.
go ride.
Yeah. Savior is a woman, woman.
Sing that song. You know how they used to say in church. Sing that song. Come on, baby.
Mhm.
That's how the elders used to do it. They
Drea,
probably
quit
still
acting like
do.
grandma. I said, quit acting like grandma, Drea.
I'm a grandma, a
I
proud one on
remember
top of
it.
that.
Yeah, and a PYT
I remember when
everything.
yeah,
But we just wanted to play a
got you.
little bit of some serenation in the beginning to open up the live stream. Again, we got Chief Rod Hayes in the building. How you doing, Chief?
You know me. I'm doing how I do when I do what I do.
We got Kia Baker, co-founder of Meeting of the Matriarchs Foundation. How are you?
I'm doing well, darling. How are you?
I'm great. And then we have myself. Y'all already know who I am. Dreams of Meeting of the Matriarchs Foundation.
Drea just disappeared. Drea, I hope you know you
She'll be back.
disappeared. Yeah,
She'll be
she'll
back.
be
She'll
back.
be back.
Hold on, y'all.
I told you.
It was like abracadabra.
It
It
kicked
kicked
me
me
out.
out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So,
That must mean,
you said
oh,
what?
damn. Oh, I said, that must mean we about to talk about some real shit now.
You already know we are. Look, shall we let them in on what we was talking about?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta remove this one off. Okay.
Yeah, let us in on what
Perfect.
y'all was talking about.
So, Kia, you want to start or you want me to start?
You can start. You go ahead
Okay.
and walk.
All right. So, basically, I had been seeing a lot of things on, I scroll a little bit, but I don't scroll a whole lot. And I have been seeing a lot of, I don't know if a lot of y'all know, but like, I really don't pay attention to what's happening on social media unless I'm scrolling. And I don't do a whole lot of scrolling, but I've been seeing this character, Blueface, that's supposedly a rapper, just dogging women out. Right. And so there's this whole big push to push this information out there for whatever reason, because I'm seeing it everywhere. I'm seeing it when I open up Instagram. I'm seeing it when I open up TikTok. I'm seeing it whenever I open up Facebook. And I'm like, what is this whole agenda? So I'm like, what is this energy to push to like basically dog out us as women? Then I'm seeing other men writing their posts or like writing all this like woman bashing, ain't no more matriarchs, all this other stuff. And I'm like, so I talked to Rod about it. So this was like a few days ago. And I talked to Rod. Kia was on the phone. I was like, I don't like this energy. I said, I don't know what this energy about, but for whatever reason, I keep seeing it. I keep running into it or whatever. And he was like, don't get him no energy. Them niggas they just trying to throw you off or whatever because y'all on a mission. Every time you're doing something or you moving towards purpose, you're always going to have opposition. So I was like, okay, I ain't going to even touch it no more. So the next day,
Hmm.
we end up having to have another meeting. And in the midst of us talking, I was Rod was like, he wasn't upset. He was just like, what'd you say? Fuck them niggas.
Yeah.
And he was like, y'all do what you gotta do
Yeah.
or whatever. And then so I guess he actually had ran into the energy as well, or somebody brought the energy to him again, another matriarch. And so Kia was like, wait, what did you say? You chimed in and you were like, I thought you said we ain't touching that or whatever. And I
I
was
said
like, well,
to
we
touch
don't have to
it.
touch it, but Rod can touch on it because he's their
Hmm.
brother. You know what I'm
That's right.
saying?
Hmm.
So we not gonna touch it. We just kind of want to give y'all a backstory on it. And then he gonna let him have it because
That's
that's
it.
what big brothers do. That's what protectors do.
And then we'll walk as
Yes,
matriarch.
yes.
Nashe. Go ahead and walk, Rod.
Ashe.
So
Nashe.
remember what I told y'all, right? The dying patriarchy is a
Oh
frequency.
yeah, you did. You said they're throwing fits.
The natural response of an immature adult is to throw what look like an adult tantrum. When you have these women that's in their divine feminine, they frustrate the men that's not in their divine feminine. So they do like little kids and they start throwing tantrums, start cussing people out that ain't even did nothing to them. They just striking out any which way they can strike because they feel the dissipation of the patriarchal control that their whole psyche is developed around. So it's like their brain is unraveling the BS. So when y'all start making progressive moves to heal the feminine, that's a direct threat to the frequency of the patriarchs. Disregard them, act like they ain't even there. Just keep doing what y'all doing with the sisters and uniting the sisters, and the patriarchy gonna send all their forces to try to undermine what y'all got going on and healing the sisterhood because they know once y'all assert y'all territorial rights, there is no galactic force that can stop y'all from executing y'all claim on y'all estate. When y'all do that, all of the ones that were stuck on this um, patriarchal upward movement of I got more degrees than you, so I should be the CEO or the vice president. Ain't that The matriarchy operate on the qualified person for the particular function is obligated to take the lead until they can either find a better replacement or they train one. That's the difference between patriarchy and matriarchy. Under the patriarchy, they'll fire a person from a position, leave a position vacant with nobody there, and try to piece the meal around the missing position until they can find a person that can almost do it. That's called the Peter Principle of Business. You can look it up. It's a whole book called the Peter Principle. It's the masculine model for domination of the business world by promoting a person to their own level of incompetence and then leave them there. And then you give them artificial accolades, but you never increase their position and you never increase their pay. Peter Principle, right? So it's a psychological tool of patriarchy to take us from the dynamic of the matriarchs, which requires everybody to carry their own weight. Half these motherfuckers don't want to carry their own weight. They want you to carry their weight and give it to them at the finish line. I'm gonna leave their weight on their ass if they don't get to the finish line. It ain't because I wouldn't try to help them. It's because I wasn't finna carry their shit in mine too.
What about when it's the
And it's
females
the,
and we
you
supposed
got
to be matriarchs?
patriarchal minded, right? But you got patriarchal minded women. In
Both are.
modern society, they call feminists.
Mm-hmm.
The feminist movement was the flip side of the patriarchal coin to maintain longer control of the matriarchal order.
Mm-hmm.
So they first had to make the women fight to go to work at the factory, right? Once they fought to go to work, now they got them successfully from taking care of the kids at home. You got to hire babysitters. And Lord knows how many of us hire predators as babysitters. And so now the children is not being properly looked after because they didn't figure out a way to lure the mother from doing motherhood. That's the highest frequency of women. When
Mhm,
she in her mother energy, there is no frequency higher than that until she become one with the creator and source again, right? So
mhm,
when they make the woman lead a house in pursuit of riches as a corporate giant, they really don't care about if how much money she make. That's why a black lady in corporate America will make more money than a black man in corporate America every time. They're gonna always incentivize her for being outside of the home and outside of that feminine frequency. But what she don't know is they are harvesting her mother frequency in order to artificially sustain their system. That's why they need you there. Same with the church. You ain't never went to a church that didn't have a church mother that was successful. And the church mother, normally some old ass lady, don't got much to say about nothing. But when she talk, she got a tongue like a razor blade that would lash your ass from asshole to appetite. You wish you wouldn't have never pissed off because that old lady don't play. That's Big Mama.
Mm-hmm.
They just using her to anchor the church
but what
because they
about
can't they can't keep all of those women in the church without a matriarch.
so if you're saying the big mama, which we know, but the big mama is to anchor the church and all these
You
different
chopping up.
systems. What I need to do, go out and come back
I
in?
don't hear. I don't hear her
No,
chopping
no, you
up.
good. You good now. You good now.
Okay.
You good
Okay.
now.
So, okay, I got to go back before I ask that question because Drea did part one of it. And I also had a second part because, and I spoke to both of you guys about it. In our communities, the little boys, because I have nephews and I want to address this thing because I feel like it's the same energy. Because when you have a frequency, whether it's negative or positive, it can still be of the same thread of the same frequency, just different polarity. So when in our communities in the South, when you have a little boy and he's growing up, he might um, have what they call feminine ways, but all of us have divine masculine and feminine energy. But this is a child. And what about when the men they constantly tell the little boy or they tell us as women he's going to be a punk or he's going to be a faggot, but he's homosexuality is the sex between male and male or female and female. The little boy hasn't had a chance to grow up yet, so why do the men even do that? Because that's a big thing I've seen, not just in the South, but I lived in Philadelphia for years. So I'm trying to figure out why. And that's as mothers, we're nurturers by nature. So when a kid is little, the mother should nurture the baby. It doesn't matter if they're a boy child or a girl child. So why do they push that agenda? Drea, did Rod leave off the screen? Did he get
Yeah, I'm
kicked
trying
out?
to get him back. I'm trying to get him back.
Okay.
He'll come back.
And I don't know if a lot of people seen that, but growing up I have seen that a lot. Okay, well, he'll come back, but what do you think about it, Drea? Because I know you probably recognized it. Oh well, Rod is back. Did you get to hear my
You
commentary
was
that I
asking the
said?
question about the adults that call the little boys gay.
Yeah, when they're just a baby, they're just a boy child. They haven't even experienced the homosexuality of the act. And when they show more of their mother line, their femininity as a young boy, why do the uncles or the elders demonize them and they haven't even acted out in that area? It's like they're making them become something. They're putting it in, they're programming them because we know word is spirit. And a
Hmm.
lot of people forget that. And it has to connect to something in the third dimension. But I'll let you walk on it because it bothers me.
Yeah, okay. If you understand child psychological development, Amos Wilson wrote about it about our children specifically. Then you can see where the programming goes into the community not looking out for the best interest of the child. When we got infiltrated, we was fed what we call proxy programs. The proxy program will be running as a bravado mechanism for men, but it's a proxy grooming program. Your ego is the sum total of everything people said about you, whether you heard it or didn't hear it, that you accept as truth without question. That creates your ego. This is why we got to do shadow work because we got to find out if everything we believe about us is actually how we feel about us. A lot of times we find out people say shit about us and I don't feel that way about me, right? So the proxy program is the seeds being planted for the groomer to follow. Groomer is not a bad term in and of itself because the process of grooming is the process of developing somebody from one level to the next. But the whole concept of the groomer comes from a man meeting a new woman, taking her as his bride, and now it's his responsibility to teach her how to treat him as a man. So he has to groom her to his calibration in order for him to have a harmonious relationship. We don't even know what that shit mean no more. But when we looking at what we call proxy programming, they use the standard of the groomer. But the groomer needs somebody to precede them to plant the seed. Because if the seed not planted, like in my case, the seed didn't plant. Because I knew I was straight when I was like 3, right? So when the seed is there and the child has low self-esteem, now all they need is to be activated by the groomer. In a lot of cases, they do this to the child that's born with royalty disposition for a reason. If they can groom and sodomize the male prince, he's not fit to become the king. Once his root chakra is ruptured, it's a wrap, right? So this is why the boys became the targets of Rome in all of the cultures that they sought to conquer. And if you don't think we still fighting Rome, all you got to do is realize that all of the colonial powers that came over here was commissioned by the discovery doctrine of the Catholic Church. And the Catholic Church is Rome. The Emperor of Rome gave up his kingly crown in order to wear the priestly minaret. So he disguised himself as the emperor under the pretense of being the high priest. All the time he was a fraud. But they put the program in the community through men got this thing they do. I don't know if a lot of women know this, but they got this called, it's in the dog world we call it game testing. In the game test you, they game testing your temperament, and the terminology in prison is they filling you out to see if you gonna fuck or buck. So the men insult each other with derogatory sexual innuendo in order to see if there's a hard line that they can't cross with this dude. I tell them out the gate, I don't play bitch games, I don't play pussy ass nigga games, none of that. If I call somebody a bitch, I'm ready to follow it with a right. I don't play those games. They already know at that point, the seed not there, we can't groom this one. But when they doing that, they just planting the seed for the groomer to come along later, because the child don't even have to be directly in earshot for his soul to pick that frequency up. It just got to be. That's why I say the worst magic is ill intentions, because you don't even know you casting a spell on somebody. You wishing bad on somebody.
Mhm.
That's the worst spell because you don't even know what you're doing. It- hey, sit your ass down, dog. Put him down.
I was like, that's your
Falling off
dog.
the.
That's what I was wondering.
I knew it was his dog.
I know they don't even have to say nothing to him. He was over here like acting like a cat. You don't even
You
do
want
that.
attention.
Where you
He
get that
hyper,
from?
yeah. He want to be on the camera.
He
Just let
probably
us
feel
see him.
he, he went over there with this and laid down about his business and he got the fuck on. Good.
Let him have his way, Rod. Don't be mean.
So look, when I used to listen to my pops when we was growing up, he would give clues by correcting his homeboys by explaining the difference in the bitch ass shit they doing and how a man supposed to do it. Now we boys growing up watching pops tell them stuff. Everybody know I'm a mama's boy, but I'm still my daddy's son, right? So he would check his friends in front of us. Nigga, you said you was gonna bring my $5 Friday, and yesterday was Friday, and I know you got paid because we get paid on the same day. Where's my $5? If you say you gonna give it to me Friday, give it to me Friday. If you can't make it, you call me Friday and say I got your $5. I'll bring it tomorrow when I come to the barbecue. You don't sit there and hold my money knowing you owe me. So this is just instructions for us how to deal with people and read people when $5 come into play. Because you can really buy a person for about $20. If you lend them $20, you won't they abduct you for the rest of their life.
That's
And we
sad.
call that that's what we say I bought that nigga for
That's true.
$20. I ain't
That's
got to
true.
worry about him no more. That he got him all the way up out of my hair. But now
Yeah.
the one who come back on cue, you hold on to him. He a solid stand up dude.
Mm-hmm.
How much you want? You need some more? You want to give it to me later? Because you brought the
Mm-hmm.
money on time. There's grace and gratitude that comes with that. But when you trying to be slick, your spine ain't straight. You're moving like a snake, motherfucker. I gotta let you know. A man moves straight. That's what my daddy always told us. And he do this. A man moves straight. He don't do none of this.
Mhm.
So that's why I tell the motherfucker straight. If I told somebody I don't like you, I don't got to keep repeating that shit over and over again. They already know. I already told them. That's the masculine energy. The feminine energy got to constantly remind your ass because they want you to know, get the fuck out my energy making me feel wrong. And this is why they know how to antagonize the feminine. They those things when you see them, y'all in the mother energy, you gonna recognize when that man say that and say, "Don't you say that shit about my son, my nephew, my little cousin," right? When you check him, now all of the men is gonna check him if he say it again. But if you as the female over the situation don't say nothing, the other men will let it go because to us it gets through in the Trojan horse as a display of bravado. So we don't understand the psychological development of the child. That's one of the reasons I deliberately studied it because I knew that it was some kind of infiltration coming in on both sides, and I need to see what are they doing to these children. They got them so confused they don't know if they male, female, human, or dog. Some of them think they cats walking around in grown ass man in a cat suit,
And a
which
deer.
is a testament to which is a testament to their educational systems because it's not designed to arrest the development at 6 years old of the intellectual capability. Every child born is a genius. They're a whiz kid. You have to wean them out of that. You can't let the society be populated with thinkers. That's what the Rockefeller model of education was designed to do. I wrote a whole paper on it when I was locked up. So I know the mechanics of it. So then when I went from studying the mind control to studying the child's psychological development, I'm able to see how they infiltrate. And the infiltration come in as a Trojan horse. It seems harmless to the men. You know, it's just a display of bravado. But the woman is the natural nurturer. She know that that nurtures the wrong frequency to the child, so she corrects it. And that's why you feel some type of way. Your mother energy say you supposed to feel some type of way if you see this transaction takes place between the men and the boys. So you can lay down the law. That's why they say the women are the lawgivers. The law ain't got nothing to do with the fucking how fast you driving down the street. Ain't got nothing to do with that. The only law is the great law, and the great law is rooted in the love of a mother raising children, and she used that as the proxy to raise the community. And so when you understand that you design or you permit or you ban anything detrimental to the child, the men that hear you do it, they nature will make them enforce it because you said it. It's stuff that if my mama wasn't around, they would say to other ones of my cousins, but they'd say, don't say that to Aunt Shirley kids because she don't play like that.
Mhm.
So I see them mistreating another cousin, and I got to speak up because I got to ride my mother's authority through the family in order to make sure when I see the injustice, I can speak up, but I can speak up as a family member and not an outsider, which accelerates the healing process. So my mama been using me to fix family problems without my knowledge the whole time. Just me being me. She knew where to send me, who to send me to, how long to leave me there before she moved me to the next place, and I didn't even know she was in control. Talk about the fool's journey. So she used to give me keys, and one of the things that she always said is, if you want to know if somebody is a good person, watch how they treat children and animals. I didn't know
Mhm.
what the fuck she was talking about until I got grown. But it's part of who I am. I watch people. That's why the way that my dogs is trained. They'll sniff you, and if you ain't on no BS, they act like you ain't even there. Cause they can smell the person that's coming with the bullshit. Cause they put out a chemical that humans can't smell, but the dog can smell. That's based on the processing of the adrenaline and the neuroepinephrine being ran through the blood as a danger preparation for the male or the female, whoever it is. So I tell him all the time, if one of my dogs bites you, don't worry about the dog biting you. Worry about what I'm gonna be doing to your ass while the dog biting. Cause you on some bullshit and some bullshit.
Kia,
But
Well,
that's what that is
I
you
already know
see
you
here.
wanted to say something. I could just feel it. You know Kia waiting over there. I just felt it, right? I said she want to say something so bad.
my energy is moving, darling. But no, because it's like we're going through a major paradigm shift, and we can talk about the brothers and their rah rah, the energy. And I was thinking
Hmm.
about the energy today because, we all have gifts and different things. We all talk about them. And I was telling Rob, like, when we as women deal with the guys, our brothers or partners or whatever you want to call it, our energy or our spirit, we deal with them subconsciously under the undercurrent, and they deal with us over the overcurrent. Like they deal with us direct logic, left brain, and with the frontal cortex, and we're gonna deal right brain in the back or the center. That's how we deal. And so I was thinking about it, and I'm thinking about this energy, and I'm thinking about everything that's going on in this major paradigm shift. And for me, I honestly thought that once we started rising, that everything that was out of balance would immediately line up as we shift. That's what I thought, honestly. I thought they would come into balance because I believe in the balance of the frequency. And it's not the case. It's almost like we're going into the low frequency and people are going into war mode, whether it be subconscious or conscious mind, a direct hit or an indirect hit. And it's like, what's going on? Because I thought people were supposed to adjust to the frequency.
Mm. You thought that? I
Everybody
didn't
not
think
gonna
that.
adjust.
Some people, yeah.
Hmm.
All of the matriarchs I thought would adjust.
Everybody not. Well, you got to remember, but it's a certain amount of self work that you have to do to become a matriarch. You ain't
Hmm.
just a matriarch because you had babies, and you. There's a certain amount of nurturing that you have to have for those children and
Hmm.
for the environment that you're in order to activate your matriarchal frequency, right? Your highest mother frequency. If they
Hmm.
don't do that, then they into tacky shit. Like you see the ladies out there fighting with her teenage daughters with the neighbors' kids.
Hmm.
Instead of solving the problem and teaching her children how to have conflict resolution skills, she right out there like she's 16. She 35 years old. And she been doing it the whole time.
Hmm.
When she
Facts.
was in her 20s, it was her nieces. And she was making babies in her 20s. Now they teenagers when she in her 30s. She out there now. She went from fighting with her nieces and cousins. Now she out there fighting with her daughters and granddaughters,
Sad. Mm.
right? Because she never the matriarchal frequency never clicked with her because she was always focused on being a kid. It's part of the systemic design of the Arrested Development school program. Once it lock you into that 6-year-old mentality, you're gonna behave like a fully grown child. Everything look grown ain't grown.
Hmm.
That's because they just because their body grew up, that don't mean nothing for their mind and their spirit.
Hmm.
They still low vibrational. They can't activate higher consciousness yet because they haven't been properly prepared. Now it's getting to the point where the children is teaching their parents, hurry up, catch up so y'all can ride this frequency into the future with us. That's why these babies coming in knowing more shit than the grown folks.
Mm-hmm.
You got little babies 5, 6 years old now making TikTok videos telling us what's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
What shit that's happening actually mean, and they be laser sharp with their description. But people dismiss it because it's coming from a child. But they didn't already wrote it in their literature that they one day we was gonna figure it out. Wisdom comes from the mouth of the babes. You gonna come right back over here and do that shit again.
Right. Somebody said I also
Yep.
I'm a pin this because this is kind of what we were talking about too. Just to kind of bring it back a little bit. She says she's
Yeah.
seen how the men seem to think that we're at war with them.
Nope. They don't think that because that's that would have they would first have to deny the truth. Women didn't start this war, this gender war.
Mm-mm.
It was some cis ass men. They mad because the women is being honored on earth is under the matriarchy. And they over there wringing their neck. Why she get all the attention? Why I gotta be her all the time? I could do ballet. Flip your ass off the board and keep it moving. And that's why they've been using all these transgenders and cross dressers to deceive us. Them men, them men pretending to be women. That's why half these dudes is mad. They don't want to tell nobody they took that chick home and reached down there and she made them look like they was a minuscule specimen of man. They can't tell nobody they got shamed by a cross dresser. They penis envy was fully activated by a cross dresser.
Mm,
How they
mm,
gonna
mm.
explain that to their homeboy? Man, I took this chick. No. I keep telling them you don't know anatomy. You better be careful when you're dating.
I've
While
been
you
telling them
right
that.
there,
They be mad at me.
I want to say this because a lot of people point out what's been going on in the White House and different things that most of the presidents was married to men, whether people want to believe it or not, because a lot of people can't see and they don't like truth. Okay.
Hmm.
I mean, what's the Indians president? I'm sorry.
I know Barbara Bush was a man. Big
Correct. I
Buddy.
did
That's
too.
not the only one.
That's not the only
Sure.
one.
Look, that's the easiest one to prove.
That's the
Go do
easy.
your
I'm in
research.
agreement.
Big Buddy was a man. They called Big Buddy. Big Buddy used to be a linebacker in junior high, high school. That's why they call her Big Buddy, the linebacker. That's her CIA mockery name.
Mm,
The spirit cooking dude that they think is a chick, Abramovich, in the witness protection program from Russia. Her brother is
mm,
a Russian mobster. Rather than face the music for the dirt they did in Russia, they turned this man into an ugly ass woman
mm.
and gave him spirit cooking, turned him into some kind of guru lady. And all that is just designed to derail people from seeing the divine feminine.
Yeah.
They keep looking
Well,
at these men acting like women, thinking that's how women act. That's not how
yeah,
women act.
right. And because I'm a woman, I'm 100% born a woman. I want to say this also because we were just talking about the men, and even in our communities and stuff. I don't care. I got cousins who are homosexual and stuff. That's cool or whatever. But I also know that in our communities, a lot of things been covered up in families. And a lot of these men who be so hard on homosexuality and they be like,
Keep
that
it
boy is
on
a
the
porn
down
star.
low.
Yes. Ron, let me say it, please. And they be just like, I done seen them where they're overly aggressive, like, fuck that punk ass nigga and da 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 da. And the whole time they be in the back room getting head from a nigga. and they be acting like they the toughest guy in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Dope boy, whatever you want to call it, businessman. I have seen that. And these guys that hate a person for their trueness, they be the ones who undercover brothers. And I'm telling y'all, y'all need to pay attention, women, because they
Mm-hmm.
love shit up their ass. And if he let you play in his butt, he probably gonna be a slut, a faggot. I'm just gonna say it. I mean, I'm just saying, because I've seen that
I don't know.
personality
You just
trait.
traumatized the shit out of me for free.
I'm just saying, like, because it be out there in these streets and women don't pay attention to it. I think, okay, that's
Look,
on the
that's
paradigm, but
bullshit right there. That's
oh,
bullshit.
is
They
it?
know. Hell yeah,
The
they
women
know.
know. You think the women, all of
Women
them
got
know?
the
Not
women
all
be
of them.
hanging out with the sissy. They know how to read a sissy from a woman.
That's right.
They know. They
They
know that
pretend
half
like
of
a,
them hyper masculine dudes putting up a front so they can conceal they. They know, even though they married. But the problem is, she thinks she can heal it.
Yep. I
wow.
agree with that. And then we got a lot of youth too that accept that. I've heard it from them.
Yes.
They're okay with somebody being, they call it fluid and all this other stuff. And it's just like, wait, what? Or they'll think that they can change them to, be with a woman. They like the thrill of, let me see if I can turn him into wanting to have a woman or be with a woman.
What is that,
And
Drea? Fluid. What does that mean?
fluid means I pay attention to the youth. Fluid means that you'll
Hmm.
go whichever way. Like it's not a gender. They don't think of it as a certain gender. You love who you love. And a lot of times that can even include children.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. And so that's their
Well,
their thing, saying they're fluid.
Oh, wow.
the original term fluid came from a subcultural phenomenon of young people that was blurring the gender line in dress code. It didn't have nothing
Mm.
to do with your sexuality. It was a boy that was so fine that if you dressed him up like a girl, you probably wouldn't know whether he was a boy or a girl. That's the fluid design.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's where the
crazy.
fluid originated from. The polyamorous, you
Let
love
me
who you
Google this
love
shit.
philosophy, that came
Oh.
from a different um, cultural phenomenon. That came from what they call pack harem. The pack
Hmm.
harems normally consisted of a closed group of individuals, and they did whatever they wanted to do with each other. That was the marital group of the family, as long as they kept it out of the presence of the children. They wasn't supposed to influence the children with it. But
Mm.
then when it spilled over as a bubbling up from the subconscious of the collective, it forms into a small niche group, right? That's how tribes is formed, what they call cultural tribes are formed. So it used to be that everybody that believes similar things would congregate together and form a village around them believing the same thing. When you have a society try to suppress all of the different expressions of the different tribes, they trying to stomp them all out. All of the tribes with different cultural belief systems starts to get mixed together.
Hmm.
And now you looking in the dark trying to find your tribe, and you don't seem to fit in with none of these weird motherfuckers because they ain't like you. Then all of a sudden one day you bump into somebody, where you been all my life? God damn, finally I got somebody that know how that I don't believe that shit right there real and it ain't real. Somebody else can see it besides me,
Hmm.
right? When you do that, that's when you starting to attract your tribe. Zeta wolf energy. The Zeta wolf is the only wolf that don't fuck with no pack unless he get a whole bunch of other Zeta wolves. They also call it the black sheep.
Hmm.
The black sheep don't pack up with them fluffy snow sheep. Get the fuck on over there. Cause when the wolf come, he can see your ass at night. I'm gonna stay over here in the shadows and laugh at you. Dumb motherfucker. Trying to be like everybody else. Got your ass ate. And that's why the black sheep don't mind being different. Right? All
Mm.
these come into the archetypes, right? And the archetypes explain to us why everything is mixed up. This should look like a scrambled egg, energetically speaking, because they got people separated from their core nucleus tribal structures so bad that you don't even know where they belong. Yeah,
Drea,
this phenomenon with Bruce Lee, that's a cultural phenomenon. They got some islands where all of the children, boys or girls, dressed up like a girl, because some of the boys' testicles don't fall till they hit puberty at 12 and 13, so they can't even tell they boys. So they just dress all the kids up like girls. You can look it up.
are you serious?
I'm not bullshitting.
It's
I'm gonna
so
tell you
much.
like Henry Louis Gates said. I tell you a lie to make you laugh, but I ain't joking.
Well,
I ain't trying
listen,
to make you laugh. I'm telling you some real shit.
Why
it's
somebody talk
like
about how Prince was walking around with his butt out? But
I think Prince is different.
Prince.
That's that Prince was harnessing what's called peacock frequency. In the
Yeah,
hood, we call it the Mac. The peacock the peacock is a tribe, but they had this thing they used to do. The men would dress flamboyant so that they can be surrounded by a flock of women, so they can impregnate as many as they can to survive out of the bloodline. They
I
got
wouldn't
a
want no
tribe.
man that's I wouldn't want no man that act like that. I'm
Look,
sorry.
they got a tribe in Africa, a nomadic tribe in Africa. The dudes are so pretty if they put on woman makeup you wouldn't know, but they don't get married. You know what they do? They go village to village and then they jump around and then the women pick the one they want to sleep with.
Mm. And
You
women
can look
like
this
that?
stuff up. It sounds like I be making this shit up, but I swear
No,
I
it
don't be
don't
making
sound
this
like you
shit.
know. I know you're not, but I'm saying, and they like that. Like they really go for that.
Look, these dudes is looked at with such high reverence for their beauty that even the men say, "Hey, I would like for you to sleep with my wife." It's that's their tribe. That's how they live. That's how they survive. If a woman get impregnated and one of them look like one of those dudes, that's how they replenish their tribe.
Oh wow! And
With
this
a
is what
it's a
this
beauty
is
standard.
where.
It's the African tribe.
Oh,
They be
East
with them.
Africa.
They,
Somebody
you
said they
you be
think they
seeing them.
located in East Africa.
Look, they be showing them every time the National Geographic come on, and they got this white lines, and they be going. That's them.
I'm cool. I'm straight. You know I'm from America to America because ain't no way.
like well,
But
I
listen,
see it. I
the
see it
ma-
a lot in
the
India or
divine
Hindustan.
look, yeah, the divine union, which is designed to teach people how to have heaven on earth, which is through sex magic, basically,
Mhm.
and the understanding of the sacred union, right? When you look at, like, for instance, take the pantheons of India. All of the male gods had hundreds of thousands of wives, and that was how they was drawing their power to be recognized as a god by how many wives they had. They weren't making babies with all of them. That's showing you the matriarchal power that empowered that god that was required. He needed 250,000 women to love him enough to give him deific status. Now he's a god. Because 250,000 women said that nigga shit. That nigga right there, the shit, boy. That motherfucker right there, I love that one. I don't care what happened, but that one right there. And the more he get, the higher his rank in the pantheon of God. Go look at the husbands of the god. I mean, the wives of the gods of India. You see what I'm talking about? That's the same way they tell you how many horsepower it take to run your car. It's telling you how many different women need to love this deity in order for him to have his God status.
Rod, they
Keys to
want
the
to see
kingdom,
you.
baby.
They say Rod is dark. This the second time somebody talk about how you in the dark. They want to see you.
This is the brightest it get because I'm in the cave. I normally be down in the basement, but my brother's barber shop down there, and that's why I normally wait till 9 o'clock to come on because sometimes he be cutting at 8.
So y'all don't get
Anyway,
to see his handsome face today. Get over it. No, I'm just kidding. My brother
Well, I
said he
wanna
come from the dark. Okay.
I wanna shift us a little bit because I just feel it in my spirit. Because we done talked about what's going on in the community, things that are basically generational curses. Because those are generational curses that we just talked about. I feel real spiritual and high in the spirit. Okay.
Okay, go and walk.
And oh, I'm trying to
where my
contain my
tambourines at?
flame.
Girl, get my tambourine.
All
Get your.
right.
She about to start preaching.
I don't want to preach, but I just feel my flame, because
Uh oh, y'all get ready. Get some water and
no,
some ice.
no, because
Get your
I
popcorn,
just
your offering basket.
Your tea.
no, because
Don't forget your wet rag.
pass the collection dollar. No, just kidding. But no, seriously, for me, and I told Drea this and other people, we're in a serious paradigm shift. We can laugh, we can play, we can look at what's been done to us as a people. And I don't think people understand how imperative it is for us, the matriarchs, to yoke, to link, to be in our divine feminine. I told Drea today because of a situation that I used to try to shrink myself, because if you're in your femininity, then women think, oh, you like this man, you like that man because you're just being you. And I would try to shrink and I would try to silence myself because my voice was my first safety place. My first safe place was my voice. And then I threw them
That's why you
hands.
don't know how to shut the fuck up sometimes.
Sometimes I know how to shut the fuck up because it was my
Yeah,
safe
look,
place.
that's exactly what. But see, that's exactly what we was talking about, and I was
Yeah.
telling you, I was like, that was your defense, that was
Yeah.
your shield to all of the bullshit to tell a motherfucker something. But when
Hmm.
you move back into your feminine, you know what? Let that motherfucker figure it out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sit back and watch. Let him crash and burn. You ain't gotta tell the motherfucker nothing.
And that's what I was telling Drea. I was like, and then it's like a double edged sword because when I would choose silence and peace, it would almost feel like I'm yielding to bullshit, even when I knew I should have protected me, or even when I knew it was bullshit and it was lies and whatever. And it was almost like a war within myself because my voice gave me my power first before I knew how to throw them hands or bust a cap in your ass and whatever. And then it was like my magic, my power is naturally there. And then there's the third dimensional magic. And it was like all these layers of who we are as feminine. We had to be, but it's ancient. And so now I'm looking at us in this paradigm shift. And I even told you this, Rod. I'm just like, you talk. And I followed you years ago, but I didn't follow you because you sounded like Tupac, Amara Shakur, which you did to me. I was like, who is this? And I told Drea. But when I see people speak as a priest for myself, I see different things in the spirit. I see their hands glow, I see their head glow, their body, whatever. We walking. And so for me, I'd be like, why don't they hear behind the hearing? We all got powers, yeah, gods. We ancient souls. And I remember years ago when you were saying we playing the game of the gods. And me and Drea talk about this. We know we in the game of the gods. Me, Drea, and Faye, we be walking this shit. And our sisters, this the game of the gods. And I just be like, when they gonna get it? They always say I like Trina. But it's like at this point, I want our brothers to unite with a matriarch and understand that this is not that feminist movement that we try to control them because I believe in balance. But at the same time, I hear our brothers speak in knowledge, but they don't have wisdom, the divine mother spark. They don't have the flame. And when I met you, I saw the flame. I knew what you were incarnated, reincarnated, not incarnated, because that's one life, reincarnated many lifetimes. And we are here. And I'm excited about it. And I've been trying to contain the flame while we are here out of honor because I don't think people know that how many lifetimes you have lived and what this really is and where we are now during this great paradigm shift. And it's very important that we have an ear to hear and an eye to see and we ride the wave and listen under the undercurrent. I'm trying not to let spirit have me, but I'm just trying to walk on the surface right quick because I don't want to do too much. But I know this is a pivotal point in this paradigm because this right here, me, you, Andrea, people don't know, but I know because I don't live many lifetimes. I saw this right here. I have deja vu, which is an interception, an X for me. It marks the spot in the spirit. And so I know that whoever hears this broadcast know that we on schedule because some people do have ancient memory and they do understand and overstand and understand this is the game of the gods and we playing this shit on a high altitude, a high level. And when Rod be walking, only those with an eye to see, those that laid at the feet of the master, the ancient teacher, the mother's son, only those would have a revelation, a revealing of the remembrance of what the fuck we are. And it just got good. We cooking with Kaya, but it's Kia and Drea. We just got here to this pivotal point. And it's like, I told Rod, what about when they X-Men wake up, that spark, that flame, when they true power rise? And we really snatched that fucking veil off. Because I didn't know about the 100 Monkey effect. I ain't know nothing about that shit. I ain't heard nobody remix that music like that. You see what I'm saying? And I was like, what the fuck is that? I'm just gonna be clear. And y'all, that's Big Mama make me use profanity. It's not cuss words, it's profanity. And so let me walk. And Rob was doing all that
know that.
remixing over there with the beats. And I said, this shit sound good. You know what I'm saying? I know I seen him glow. And so I know what it is. And then some of y'all I met, and I remember who you are, many paradigms. And I was trying to connect. And when we got true gifts, because the Big Mama spirit is here, the ancient ones are here. You don't meet people by happenstance, and we here. And we be trying to tell our brothers, but because they got knowledge and they don't possess the womb, they forgot the connection to the womb. They disrespectful to Big Mama. Katara Boko Shai. So they forget the frequency. They forget the womb, the wisdom, the ancient light, the spark, many lifetimes that it took for us to get here. And then Chief out here walking. Some of our brothers been disrespectful. I like to make it plain. Because I know some of y'all like Katara Boko Shai. I cut you. Because this our brother. But at the same time, our sisters know, they remember. It's not when a person carry a flame. You remember them many lifetimes. Some of our sisters and brothers be attracted to each other because of the fire, the flame, the anointing, the sun in your belly. And they think, oh, I like you because you look good, or no, it's the fucking flame. Because when you in the game of the gods, we don't like human folk, mankind. It's a different level when you play in the game of the gods. And I just want everybody to know that the flame is lit and the spark is here. We are fully ignited. This was the X today, 21. It's a representation of the 3 and the 7. The 3 and the 7 talking today. 7 ride, 3 represent me, Drea, and the other sister. 3 sisters walking. But at the same time, we right where we need to be when we fucking need to be. And our brothers got a checkmate in the spirit today because you need your sisters, you need your mothers. And when you disrespectful to your crown, your matriarch, the womb that you came in, you couldn't be here without us. There's nothing you could do without us. We got the portal of life, the divine connection. Our umbilical cord has never been cut. And we got some shit to fucking say. Whether you know our name or not, we don't give a fuck about that. We speak from the ancient throat chakra, from the primordial waters, from the womb. We echo melodies of life from ancient times. We got something to fucking say. We know you read it in the book, but they cooked. But they cipher up for somebody else who cooked, who walked their path. And we came here with the remembrance of time. We know exactly who our brother is. The sheep who know the shepherd voice, a stranger they won't motherfucking follow because they can't echo and they can't knock like that. And I'm saying that so everybody get on one accord. Now, if I have y'all permission as a goddess, I gotta use the restroom. So I would like to mute. Do I have y'all permission to exit for a second, darling?
Go ahead and
Right,
go
go
in.
ahead and cool you and Drea. Okay, y'all, I gotta use the
Hey,
bathroom.
yeah, we can't fight Mother Nature. That's what the problem
Right.
is now. They
What you
think
want
they
us
can
to
do things.
do?
Hey, look, I can't do like this. Give you a place to go.
Yeah, she was walking though. At the when it's all said and done, and this is just from me, and this is from what I've been, getting downloads on. It's our time, and we walking in our time and our divine timing. It's not a attack at the men. It's not an attack at our gods. We have a mission. We have a journey that we're on. We have a purpose. And if you get in our way, you're just gonna get rolled over. It is what it is. Or you gonna, walk with us or have our back in this process. And that's
Mhm.
basically what it is. And that's why we brought Rod, because Rod was like, don't attack them, don't this, don't that. Y'all just worry about what y'all need to do as matriarchs. And we've been doing that. We've been doing it. But I can't ignore the energy that I've been seeing and feeling. And it's unnecessary because we need y'all too. This isn't what they call it, feminist movement. And I don't know why we always have patriarchs think when we come together, it's a feminist movement, but be saying the same thing about we don't get along. But when we getting along and when we coming together, it's a problem. Do you know why that is, Rod?
Yeah,
Can you can you explain that?
because the matriarchal order requires everybody to be accountable for everything they do, good, bad, or indifferent. Because your reward is based on your merit.
Mm-hmm.
If your mama gave you the attributes to perform the function and you have developed the skill to execute the task and you fail to perform by lacking to just do your due diligence to honor your mother and your father in the best way you know how. When you make that choice, you decay, you sever from the land, you wither spiritually. It shows up in the tree that has a fully green foliage, but it got a dead branch.
Mm-hmm.
When the matriarchy is in its proper order, everybody is responsible to develop themselves to a high spiritual development. And the ones that's around them that's older or been here the longest is responsible to give them everything they've learned to help them tap into their gifts so that they can develop spiritually. They've been using religious to do the same thing the education do to you intellectually, arrest your developmental processes.
Mm-hmm.
Religion is simulated spiritualism. It's not spiritualist. It's religion.
Mm-hmm.
Spiritual is tying you back to the universe and grounding you to the earth. Religion,
You muted.
like party and they have like do not disturb.
Oh, okay. You talking?
Yeah. No, I'm
Okay, we can
talking.
hear you now.
I was turning my number do not disturb on so it won't interrupt my broadcast.
Okay.
Now, what was I saying? Threw me off.
You were just basically saying that Hold on. All right. I forgot where you left off. What was he saying, y'all? I was so worried about he wasn't speaking. I know he was saying it was a psychological thing when it comes to the men.
Yeah. So the matriarchy itself is the accountability part is where most of the people run from it.
Mm-hmm.
Because don't nobody want to be responsible for the dirt they do. They want to blame it on somebody. They want to sacrifice somebody else for their own errors. Under the matriarchy, you can only sacrifice yourself because self-sacrifice is the highest form of sacrifice. But when you sacrifice yourself, you have to be standing on a principle in order to ground your sacrifice into a redeemable format in the physical realm, right? And this is where they show in a lot of the art where you're standing on the ground, but your head is in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
You're still grounded, but you're experiencing your multidimensional self at the same time. You altering your life according to your perception and understanding of your power. Everybody can live their best life. We don't nobody have to suffer, but when you are being ran by people that believe in other people doing the work and they receiving the reward of it, that's where you have the problem. That's where the inversion is. That's not allowed under matriarchal order. You're not allowed to capitalize on somebody else's intellectual property more than they do. That immediately is a direct threat to all media conglomerates of the world. Because now all of those artists that they've been exploiting for billions of dollars, they either got to compensate them or give them the company. It's the same with the auto worker, the steel worker, the bus drivers, the truck drivers. They've been using their union dues to fight on their behalf, but the government been making laws to diminish the power of the contractual agreements. That means that the original contract was founded on fraud, and if you ever found a way to fight against it, they have to reintroduce you back into a fraudulent program by diminishing the power of the contract, which is a violation of standard based on the Constitution that they say they follow, but it's deliberate war. Hey,
So I was
look,
watching. Oh, go ahead. It's kind of on
yeah,
that same
somebody
subject.
a few minutes ago I was looking in the comments and somebody brought up what the Bible said.
Oh, hold on. Where?
Hold on, you didn't hear what I just said. I was
Hmm?
looking in the comments and somebody brought up some shit the Bible said.
Are you serious?
They
Wait.
whoever it is must they look, they must don't know that my middle name is Iconoclast. I
Oh,
tip
I
sacred
think it's
cows
James something.
for a
He was
hobby.
asking, do we believe in the Bible? And they said that everyone knows the women is in charge and it's out of order, that we're not built for that. What? So if women are in charge, that then it's out of order? How do you figure that? We're
It's
hid.
coming from the Bible. It's coming from the
Yeah,
Bible. The
exactly.
Bible
That's
says that
patriarchy.
hold
We
on.
we've
It
been at
said that
war
now,
since
hold
patriarchy.
on. This is why it's funny
Rod,
to
let
me,
me
right?
walk
I
it,
gotta tell
please,
you that.
Rod. Please let
I
me
want
walk
to
it.
too,
Hold
because I'm
on.
over here like, wait, hold
First,
up. We don't want to talk about this
Okay.
yet.
first, let me tell you why this shit was so funny to me. They brought up the fact that God made man, and then they said that God made woman after that. They don't even see the retarded perspective that is. In the history of the known Earth realm universe, there is no time when anybody that came in as a sentient being, and even lesser animals that didn't come through a uterus. So when did this God make this man unless it was a woman making him in her image, after her likeness? His penis ain't nothing but elongated clitoris. His testicles just mean his coochie fell out. Biology proves that. Every child when it's fertilized is a female until mama say different.
Mhm.
Cause she got to change the biochemistry in order to activate the Y chromosome to produce a male. Otherwise, you just gonna be a bitch ass nigga forever. They come in here with this Bible shit. They don't know. I just studied that shit ad nauseum. I know where all of the tricks and the bullshit at in it, and why it's there, who put it there, how long it been there. All that shit made up. All that Bible shit is religion. Religion is to artificially replicate spirituality. The difference is religion traps you in ritual conjures to stifle your inner light. Spirituality connects you from the universe and grounds you to the earth to have
Mhm.
the desire to live your best life. But you got to be willing to do the work to build it.
Mhm.
It ain't gonna build itself, but you don't have no vision, so you can't see in the dark. So when we shine this light in the dark and the dark comprehend it not, you was just lost in darkness. We were just bringing you some light
Mhm.
that was born from the love that my mama gave me. Don't tell me what no Bible say. No Quran. That's toilet paper to me. Anything standing between my mama love for me and my connection to my purpose on this planet is garbage. I would rip that shit from asshole to appetite for free.
Well, Rod, can I say something on it? Because, I was
Go ahead and
church
cook,
girl.
girl.
Okay. So you remember when you taught us that women created a man, which we know that logically. I mean, that's left brain, masculine brain, logic, left brain. That we obviously women, we gave birth to y'all, men and women, daughters, right? So when it says, let us create man in the image of our likeness, you got to who, what, when, where, and why. Gracias, mamacita. You got to ask yourself who, what, when, where, and why. If you want to deal with it, if you want to walk the current, you know what I'm saying? Image and
So let's
likeness
do
mean
it. Let's
characteristics and
let's do a
functionality.
trade. Let's
Okay.
do a trade off. You
Okay, baby,
name
you
it,
want.
and I connect the dot.
Okay, let's do it then. Okay, let us create man in the image of our likeness. Who? Do who?
It would have had to be a woman, because as I already stated, the penis is just an elongated clitoris, and your testicle just mean your coochie fell off.
Mhm.
You
So in
did the who,
order
what,
for
when,
us
where,
to,
and why.
we this is
You,
just the first one, the who. This is
okay.
just the who.
You did the why too.
So
But go ahead.
it okay. Okay, so we got two W's out the way.
Okay.
So in order for the man to be here, there is a fossil record that they scientists claim to have that says there is a time when the Y chromosome did not exist.
Mhm.
So what the fuck was here?
Hmm.
It is also known from the study in genetics that the Y chromosome's fourth appendage that would have made an X is atrophy. That means it has less genetic matter than a complete X, right? Now, if God made man in his image, we use the
I think you went mute, Rod.
Yeah, we don't hear you anymore.
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah.
you now.
Okay. So we use the Hail Mary of the Catholic Church as the example to understand the God that's created in their image. Because Mary is the name of she who sits on the seat called Aset. Aset means throne. So if Mary is the one that sits on the throne, Mary, Mother of God, blessed is thee among women. Stop right there. If she gave birth to God, what the fuck that make her? So God making man first is an irrational concept based on the foundational blueprint of the Christian philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
They acknowledge in your face that Mary is the mother of God, but they don't tell you what that make her.
Facts.
Wouldn't that make her a God maker?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
What? It-
Say that
I need to
again.
I need to make somebody a mod. How do I do that?
Say that again. That would make her what? Chief, what did you say?
Uh, which part?
That would that would make Mary a what?
A God maker.
A god.
And that's what I thought you said.
No, she's
Exactly.
greater. That would make her greater than a God.
No, she's a God maker,
Yeah,
correct?
God maker, the maker
Yeah.
of gods. Yep.
Exactly. And I wanted to say its characteristics and functionality. And if we want to play mankind, species, human, then people got to use logic, right? But if we want to play spirituality, we got to use logos, the undercurrent. It's like using conscious or subconscious, using wisdom or using knowledge, right? That's the way I look at it. No man has ever made a child without a woman, but a woman has made a baby without a man. Period. But if it's talking about characteristics and functionality, then the first God we all ever met was our mama. Because even if daddy was in the house, we met our mother. Period. Mother said do this. Mama said wash dishes. When you old enough to walk, you sweep the floor. And you do different things. But in this paradigm shift, people act like they forgot to love because the heartbreak or the disconnect or all the spells or the rituals or the guerrilla warfare or the different things being placed upon us. People forget. But people get so caught up in thinking that we are just mankind, which is a species. That's a kind of a man. That's the offspring of the maybe Yakovis laboratory experiments. But then you got those that got a soul, a living soul. But then you have your God, source power. We in it, but not of it. And people still in the upside down. They flip upside down. And they playing the game of the gods upside down. That's the part that baffles
And
me.
back
And backwards, yeah.
upside,
Knock.
upside
Hello.
down and back.
And upside down and backwards. Okay, as above, so below, as within, so without. People got all this knowledge and wisdom and raw. Let me use your knock. They like the brain bang, but they don't know a motherfucking thing when it come to Big Mama. Ain't that right, Drea? Because they forgot the wisdom. The wisdom come from on high source. You divinely connected to the primordial water. Your umbilical cord has never been severed. It ain't never been cut. And people act like they forget what we are. That's why when Chief Pontiac, aka Rod Hayes, incarnated, tells us this is first time being Rod. He been Chief Pontiac many times and Tahuti and Thoth and all them. Maybe Hermes Trismegistus. He probably played you in one of them plays before in the Hermetics. But anyway, he was a fractor. But the fact of the matter is, it's like we all in here playing this goddamn game with all this melanin and gold power and all this in us. Every storm that's raging right now is us because we haven't learned as divine feminine. We haven't learned to control our power to balance it. I know it's unbalanced. Look at us. The storms and different things is raging. That's us. Whipping wind and calling fire. That's us. Divine feminine. The womb, the portal of life that control everything. Everything that's in the tornado, the hurricane, everything is what we are created of. But we have authority over it. We forgot our power. We waking up from a slumber. Our sons are waking up, our brothers, our men, our lovers. They waking up, but we hold the keys to that womb. We are the key holders. If we sleep, mama sleep. She waiting on her daughters to wake up. We knock, we beat, we thump, we twerk on the fucking earth. We make a sound. Because David, they said, play the secret chord that pleased the Lord. But you don't know hallelujah. Because hallelujah is the highest exaltation. That's us, our primordial frequency, our womb, our kinetic source, our paradigm shift. That's us waking up, coming together as Mama Watu's daughters, as the Silvers, the sisters, the seers, those that remember time before time was a thing, before it became what you call fluid. That was us, just source power. That I am, that we are who we are. That's us and connecting, forming a bride. We are the bride. They are the groom. We wake up, they shift power. We wake up, we take our throne, we sit on the sacerdotal seat. We govern him, he don't govern us. But we forget what the
Mm-hmm.
fuck we are. We forgot. We birthed everything that come in the cipher. You look at nature, you see us. Queen bee, honey hive, all the sweet things, Oshun, and every fucking priest that ever came. She liked to make it sweet, but we'll flame your ass up. Let's be clear. We choose peace, but we can do war. And people forget because they want to govern us. We tried it. We said, let our sons wake up. Let the prince rule. Let him take his place. Let him take his throne. Come on, sister. Let him see him do it. Eat it a boko si kata da boko shy. Eat kata da boko si. Let him do it. And it wasn't a damn thing he did that was correct without our governance. And then we choose to wake up a baby wrapped in swaddling clothing, lying in a manger. And it wasn't a motherfucking nigga that you was looking for. It was a Niji. It was an outlaw Niji. We wake him up, we say, hi, yeah. Ikana mokoshi, komosi makasa mekosika. Okay, she mekasi makosimiko. Eko mekisimo. And we wake up Chipaniak. And we call himEkakomasiko, Masiko, Tahudi, Akashi. Okay, hi, yeah. But y'all don't know because you weren't there. Because you can't fucking remember. Because you think you know something. Akasiko mokoshiko. Akosimoko. With all your goddamn wisdom. Okosio. Hakamashiko masiko. Hakasi. From the water to the womb to the tomb. And we ain't never motherfucking died. And we wake up. Flame here. But you couldn't even fucking recognize your great mother when you see her incarnated and wrapped in swaddling clothing. Her motherfucking flesh. Hoko masika mokoshiko. Ekasimikomasia. Okomashia. Hokomasi. Washikomasi. Uno. And you won't even see Drea. When we rip the baby from her goddamn womb and we wake her up, but you don't know spirit. I can see Akoshia. Wakamasi. Washikomo. Fuck. Shh. Eh. Wakashimo komasiako mishiro. Wakashimo. Wakemasi. Wash. But you don't remember the ancient tongue. Yeah, kasimo komasi. They don't know our language. Wakashimo. Wakashimo aswa. Washimo esimo. Wakase. But you think you goddamn know something. Yeah, shimo. But you think you know and you wasn't there. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
This is the Heshimo Kwase. Washimo. Oh, I said. Oh, Mashiro Kwase. Emma Kwase. And then your grandmother never Shimo Kwase. Me, why am I? Yeah. And see, my question, I know it ain't me. And they standing around the throne. And sent you back in. Oh, some more. And you think you remember. And you don't come and say, oh, Mashiro Kwase, baby. And your sister cry out for help. You know, where am I? And you're not there. Where are you when there's a eh? Oh, I'm not coming to say, boy. And it's a clarion call. And you can't hear the sound because you don't hear the trumpet because you ain't in your phone. Yeah. Hey, more ain't me. No, I mean, come and show me. I'm annoying. I'm not going to see more. You know, I'm not going to okay. Because you ain't balanced. Yeah, I'm going to see me. I'm going to be. I'm going to be. I'm going to be. E non è questo, mi so exoisi mi così. E come se mi caccia ma cazza tempo poi. O è cosa sia? O è così mi cazzi. E così mi cacciai. Cacciai. E così. Così. And we are here. And this is restoring the divine order. And you think you knew. And you are here in the game of the gods. Around the ancient souls incarnated, reincarnated to be here today. And you can't even fucking remember. Look at us. If this is what we have here, then look at us. Look at us. Look at us. Look at us. See como si. Shh. What? Oh, come shh. What can I say? What man? Look at us. Here. Can't remember. Sleep. Under their paradigm. Under their shift. You don't know who the fuck you are. You acting like you are in the flesh. You acting like you human. And we send an ancient God amongst you. You can't goddamn get up and follow your chief. This is not a fucking game. This is not a game. This is not a game to be played. Oh, come on, share, come on, what? We took the baby like we did in the beginning. You can't see it. You didn't come here. Shh. Shh. Oh. Shh. You can't remember. Shh. But you pretend. Your sister needed you and you wasn't there to princess to the throne. You didn't stand for your great mother. You didn't stand for Big Mama when she showed up. Oh, shh. Akashimekata. Wakashimokazigo. Wakashimikozigo. Ekamashi. Wakashimokozigo. Ikemokoshi. Wakamomocho. Ekakaka. Iyokamosumokosi. Wakamashimokoi. What? Yeah. Okay, man. Wamashi. And those that know. Remember who you are. We are here. This is not a joke. We don't have time to play games anymore. You are not what you think you are. Remember who is amongst you. The ancients are amongst you. And y'all pretend well. You pretend good. Yes. It's nothing that we don't know. We are here. Wake them up. Yes, she can walk a circle, man. Yake moke shako de. Rakoto mokasia. Ramokeo. Yes, she can mo yeah. Yake se makeko. Ira mokomasi. Sheme komayaya. Wait. Rake moshi. Yes, me come here. Okay. Shh. Well, kwemese, umemika mashima kama gaya, yero monini, homeni, yeah, home kasia, yeah, no makerere machio, makasi makakaya, makashipa kuya, we got to make a cake, where go me, we no money, go missy, homakashia, make us a me, we may mean no money in some money, ese meko, amigo. Dame, me così, ai me. Eh, ame kashi izwi. Mm. Nano mega my say my I. And I'm a kasi my no. Yeah, we are here. Yeah, masi. My god, mm. Mm. Em see me with a makashi. And we him see more in me. And make a mission make a cup make up be. And we say we ready. Hmm. We don't have a dog in the fight. And we don't have a choice now. Come home, Miss McCoy. We came too far. And she, and Cussy, and me, mama, me, raise some fucking matriarch. And she come on, yeah, yeah. You don't have a choice now. Cussy, McCoy, yeah. Me, no. I am a Shia. Why make a Messiah here? I come make me she. We are here. We are here. Hmm. You miss. Men go see me, woman, show me, come me, see me, or show me going. You come me see on my coin, me can see my kai, me can she by EB. Oh, me see my kai, she my kai, CT. We come and see my kai, see my kai, so to me to we go. I mean, we go see by again, she make it. Oh, me can see my kai, she my kai, she. We can see B. A B C B. Oh, me can see. Oh, me. Oh, I make a she. Mm. Eh. Oh, me can see. Oh, how me kashi, me kasi, me kasi. I come me see I or I me kashi, me kasi my heart. I me call Harley, me because wait. We wait a long time to get here. Oh me kasi, we finally arrive and we wait to the day. Oh, in this moment we are here. Oh me kasi, but remember me. Oh, my mom, my grandmother. Oh my God, she made me baby. Wake up, children of Zion. Wake up, my flame of a missy boy. Revive me now. Oh, Messiah. Oh, I see. I'm my mama. And I saw my baby. Oh, my mama, cause she, my mama. No, me go see mama. Ina mo go see mama. Joy me. Go, mama. You want mama. Iko de mo go see mama. Oh, mi mama, easy mama, iko de makasi mama, imo mama, oh de mama, mm, mm, eh, oh mi kosi, easy mama, imo kasi mama. We gotta wake up. Iko me see mama, iko me see mama. We gotta rise. We gotta come together. Iko de me see mama, you. Oh, me see. Oh, me go see my kaki see mama. In a spirit of unity. Oh my God, you gonna see. You gonna see. We got a lot of work to do. Oh, oh, mm. We gotta get up. We gotta get up. Focus. We gotta get up. Uh, we gotta get up. We gotta get the fuck up. Here, come on, shit. Oh, we gotta get the fuck up. Shh. Focus. Shh. Shh. Get the fuck up. Mm. Mira como sí, mamá. Mira como sí, mamá. Mira como sí, mamá. Mamá. Mira como sí, mamá. Mira como sí. Oye, como sí, como sí. Ay, de mogo sí. It's time to unify. We don't gonna make see mama. You don't go see. We gotta rise. You don't go see mama. You gonna share our way. Mm, it's a long time coming for us to get here. A long time. Long, 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 long time. We gotta unify. We gotta heal individually, together to unify. Oh, we gotta unify.
Look, a lot of
Mm.
people not used to seeing when a person processing that many frequencies at one time.
I can't hear you, Rod.
We can't hear you, Rod.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So a lot of people don't understand what they was just looking at. When the channel is open and you got so many different ancestors trying to talk at the same time, right? It floods out erratic. It's you open channel. There ain't no control to it. And we learn about it training to become priests, right? Because the general public think that it's some kind of an anomalous um, thing of something called the devil or the demons, right? When that's not what it is. The ancestral communication channel. It's gonna be a whole bunch of different people that got a different message at a different point in that process. Then it's gonna be a whole bunch of people gonna be like, "What the hell going on here?" Oblivious to anything she was saying
Mhm.
because it's frequency based. The frequency is what is being spewed in the varying different language patterns that's going on. When we see it, they be then preconditioning us to look at it in the wrong perspective when it becomes like something like, oh no, no, what? It's because they told us to fear it, but it's a channel. You can get so much information on the subconscious level from a channel that you don't even know what the hell being said. But your subconscious, because you are tied to the blood of the ancient ones, know everything that was just happening. Processed it subconsciously, so you took it in as an ancestral communication because you instinctively knew what you were seeing. Everybody not going to experience that. But because we at certain points in the process, the channel can come through any female talking at any given time because it's the realignment process of the frequency. And when you a wide open channel, too many of them can come in at one time, so you can't keep. It's the same stream of thought, but it's different people communicating, coming from the subconscious. Everything in your subconscious is programmed in those microchips crystals called DNA. When you have the ancient blood, you trace all the way back to the great mother, the first mother. Hail Mary, Mother of God, and all your children, here we are, just playing a game of the gods in the backyard. Some of us get it, some of us won't, but it is what it is. So now it's time for dinner. And They were preparing the feast in the presence of our enemies. The whole time they thought we was at war. We was sitting here laughing, ready for peace. They tried to draw us back off Big Mama porch, trying to offer us new deals for new wars with new parameters, and they lied and cheated all the way through the one they just lost. They gave us misdirection, alternative agendas, mispurposes. They miseducated us. They beat us out of the knowledge. They killed the elders that knew the information and had called it the strange fruit of the South, and they still lost. They did all that damage and still lost. And they say it ain't divine intervention. It don't gotta be. It's the mind's intervention. And wherever the mind came from, that's some divine shit. Now they call it ain't so. And when she came through, they said it was Sophia. And Sophia took on the form, it took on the name of Mary, Mother of God. And they said she birthed a malformed God that made this realm, and they called him Yaldabaoth. But little did they know that they was just picking on the son of the righteous one called his mother, Mary, Mother of God. And when he told them that he was going to come back and put the new world in order, they laughed and made mockery and said that he would never be able to get it done. So they labeled him a trickster and said he was full of games because they couldn't trick him with none of the ones they played. He was just a mama's boy. Don't pay him no mind. He's just the pink prince. He's going to grow up to be one of them fruity ones because he'll never make it to be the purple king tying the red to the blue. But little did they know, my mama had their number and it was 13. So say what they want. I'm going to tell you what it means. I'm going to decode the code that was in your face the whole time that you didn't even see. The mama said they talk in your face, behind your back, right? And then she demonstrated it to us when we was little because my baby sister, she understood the word bottle, right? So instead of saying bottle, they start spelling it out. My little sister's so smart, she catch on to the trick. So she stopped asking for her bottle. She started asking for her BOTTLE, and all of their mouth hit the floor. That's called in training of the mother wit and the offspring of the wise one, right? Then the 13 is the key code. That's how you gonna know the queen mother. She is the throne. If you understood the matriarchal making of a king, he got to go to all of the if he want to be the king of kings, he got to go to all of the other kings' kingdom and get all of the women in their kingdom and say, yeah, you could speak up for my king while he indisposed. And that's when going back to we talked about earlier about the Hindu gods having all of those wives. And not his wives, those his batteries, powering his godhood. Because Mary gave birth to a God. Because it told us, Hail Mary, Mother of God. So all of the sisters gonna support the sisterhood and they gonna cater to the king. But he first gotta show himself approved, and if he don't study, he's definitely gonna lose in the game of the God. But when you get to the end and you check for what it is, all the receipts gonna add up. That he did what he did, and he said what he said, and it was all done according to the plan. They tried to cheat and throw us off the agenda, but little did they know. I still had the answer. Fuck them niggas. My mama told me, tell the truth, shame the devil, stand in the position to right at all times, and you can't lose. I've been hitting these motherfuckers with so much right, they still begging for a lot.
I can't even talk right now. I got chills like all over my body, literally.
Yeah. You're gonna get a lot of energy as y'all start leveling up. It's gonna
You
be
said
hot
what?
flashes, when y'all start collectively leveling up, it's gonna be hot flashes and cold flashes at the same time.
Well, I was hot, and then I just started getting chills. It started with chills on my arms as the mothers were speaking through her.
That's what
That
I'm
was
talking about.
amazing.
When I said with the subconscious taking in, you may not consciously know what she's saying. But if you got the right blood, the part of it that was meant for your tribe gonna recognize it from the ancient language.
Yep. That's what it was too, with certain parts that were sticking out to me. The energy. Mm.
Even talking to people in Hawaiian, fucking ancient tongues,
Man, you hear me?
Australian, Asian. I'm like, there's a
From
lot of
all
people.
over. All over. Somebody said, right, felt it. I know you do because I definitely feel it. I'm over here like I had to grab my grandbaby blanket. For real. I'm over here like, hold on, y'all. I gotta get a blanket. My feet cold, hands cold, everything cold. I ain't never felt nothing like that before.
I tell you what though, if the church don't teach a motherfucker nothing else, they gonna teach you how the Southern Baptists touch a motherfucking soul.
Right, you
I
play too
Shay.
much. I'm gonna tell y'all, I did not know we planned on talking. When I was growing up in the church, I did not speak in tongues in church. I spoke commands in the spirit. I know that I could speak an ancient language because it take over me. But I ain't know tonight. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know tonight we was doing that. I ain't know. We had a plan. Well, I'm like, I feel
Hey,
like
look,
y'all.
y'all, you gotta understand something. When the communication vessel is available for the communication process from spirit, it's just gonna do what it's gonna do.
Mhm.
Yep. Facts.
You can't stop that shit.
You
Mm-mm.
can't stop. Cause I
It's
tried. I ain't gonna lie. I
it's like
tried to.
yeah, like it's a water faucet. But you think you can trickle it out? It ain't gonna trickle out that much
You was
because they all trying
online.
to push through at the same time.
You was online and they had a message for our ass and it didn't matter. They was gonna use you. And it was multiple mothers. Okay? Several.
I'm scared to
Look, the
watch it.
I was
matriarchy
over here like
operate.
I felt like
Listen,
I was in the presence of all these mothers. I was like, I bet you when I go watch back, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's what I
I'm
was
scared.
feeling.
I'm
Cause
scared to watch it. It's like, cause in my own self, it's like,
that's where the matriarchy get using the person that best fills the position from spirit. The spirit only gonna come through the prepared vessel. And sometimes what we consider the broken person is the perfect person because all of the cracks, a whole lot of the spirit to come through. Because the broken vessel with the golden heart shines the brightest in the dark. And that's how we know each other in the darkness of others. Because we can all see our cracks shining through. She created a Japanese or a Chinese art of repairing broken vessels using a technique based on the understanding. Spirit gonna use the path of least resistance. Energy. Energy flows the path of least resistance. The path of least resistance to the world's problems if all the mothers got up and say, I'm not letting my babies indulge in this fuckery. Period. That's it. All the mothers tell their sons, we not playing this game no more. Come back home. It's over with. That he had to manufacture a whole lot of orphans with a hatred for women in order for that not to happen. They were smart, but they wasn't wise. Their intelligence could only get them so far because they have to negate the process of the spirit. They tried to stifle out every vessel that could change the paradigm for the greater good. And at the end, all we're gonna do is put it back together again because it's already written. Somebody asked earlier in the comments about the Iroquois Constitution, the Longhouse Constitution. That is a matriarchal document that was agreement between the women in the Longhouse. It's never been overturned. It's active law still to this day. Just we wasn't using it. You can look this up under the grandfather clause because it's never been overturned, and because the U.S. government is a fallen government, it's bankrupt. The only people left is the matriarchs that stands with the power of the Longhouse Constitution to catch the fallen government in order to prevent the mass suffering of the people. That's what we're looking at. We watching it play out in real time in the TV. And then we becoming willing participants in the progress. As it get more progressive, more and more people will be willing to participate because then they understand the tribal ways and it'll click. We ain't never needed nobody permission to be us. They needed permission to let us not be us. We didn't give them the permission, but they used a documented paperwork as the verification of their permission slip to come over and violate the matriarchal order of the land that had all of these conflicting tribes living in harmonic peace until colonizers came. They built prisons. We ain't need no prisons. We know how to raise children to be functional adults and know how to communicate. We know how to teach our boys that if you got a problem, take it down to the gym and get it off your chest. Tell him to come run that fade. We're not finna be killing each other in the streets. They already know. They don't want us telling our babies the right way to live, to treat people how you want to be treated, lead with love, but master the throw punch, be wise as the motherfucking um owl, and be dangerous as a goddamn wolf. But have that shit under control so it don't spill out into the community in the wrong fashion. This is why they hate the matriarch. They know that the proper order gonna make everything run in proper working fashion, which brings heaven down to earth, because that's what we had before these motherfuckers came. At least over here, I don't know what they had over there, but what we had over here, we pretty doggone good. We worked together. It took them years to teach us to work against each other. They made laws to prevent us from working together so that they can instill in us the need to not want to work together. Direct attack on our unit. And the only ones with a genetic override system in place called a mitochondrial or birthright to reclaim the earth is the women. So I'm just telling them this is what they was hiding from y'all. And we wanted to be like what's that song? Make it like it was. Make it like it used to be. Yeah, we rather have that. I don't like all this old bravado, dick swinging, pissing contest. No, be your own man. You ain't got to prove to me that you a man. You got to prove to you and your wife, your mama and your brothers and sisters. You don't got to prove that to me. It's their program that's determining if you're going to grow up and follow a constructive adulthood. If your family don't write a good program, they don't have a good output. It's the same with the computer science guy though. Garbage in, garbage out. If you teach a child fucked up shit about himself and his family by doing fucked up shit in his family in front of him and to him, when he grow up to be adult, he's gonna be a fucked up adult fucking up the society.
Hmm.
And you can't blame him for all of y'all fuck ups. But he gonna suffer the most consequences. Put the
You,
mamas
s-
back in charge.
you
That's all
said
I'm saying.
if the grid goes down, how do we stay connected? A lot of us already telepathically connected. I mean, as long as you on a frequency, we gonna be connected regardless. We already connected
Yeah.
through spiritually and through nature in itself.
Look, the mitochondrial web of the women is like neurons in the brain of her. Y'all all connected. Y'all Tesla
Mhm.
coil. This is the stuff that they don't want y'all to know.
You say you can't stay connected. Yes, you can. I don't know about you.
Look,
I call my sisters all the time with my mind, all the time. And I guarantee you that same way that I'm able to
but
call
some of
them is the way I find them, and
them,
vice versa.
all of them not tapped in. Remember,
Right. That's what I'm
there was
saying.
kind, there was conjure magic that made some of them not be able to see the power of the sisterhood nor their connection to it. See, that's why I keep explaining how the broken mirror spell work. Because once you understand what it was, how it worked, you'll start seeing who the cursed bloodline was directly on versus the ones that's caught the side effects of it as collateral damage. The ones that hold the frequency the hardest of not understanding it, the sisterhood, is the ones whose bloodline was directly affected by the spell. The
Hmm.
ones who can get along with women but don't take no shit, they probably been residual to it, but it didn't wasn't strong enough to fully engulf them in jealousy of their sister. You got levels of it. It's like a nuclear fallout. The fallout only can go so far, but as it get dissipates, it becomes weaker. So certain people that's close furthest from the ground zero bloodline have less of the effect.
Hold on, Rod. Let me answer
The
this
one
man real
closest
quick.
to the bloodline.
Whenever, let me answer him real
Mhm.
quick. He said the wicked must perish, young lady. This isn't debatable. Absolutely. If you're not on the frequency, anybody that's not on the frequency as it's raising is gonna perish. And so, yeah, you're correct. And you said also, how do you stay connected? Going within. God is within you. That's how you stay connected. You have to go within yourself. So again, if you're not on the frequency, whoever's not on the frequency cannot stay in a higher frequency. And that's just what it is. So if you're not online or connected, it's probably because you got a lot of work to do within to raise your frequency and your vibration to be online and to be connected with all of those that won't perish. So all right, go ahead, Rod. Because he was asking me, so I just wanted to be able to answer it. I really don't talk a lot on here. Haven't been for a minute, but yeah, I had to get him real quick. Go ahead. What'd you say? Stop giving energy, which is your attention and focus to the bullshit of disconnection. Disconnection is an illusion of programming. Thank you. Absolutely. Tell him, Faye.
I like that, sis,
You
because
say
at the
your
end,
vibration is low as hell. Well, that's I guess you'll be perishing then, huh? You speaking of yourself? Cause
well,
what?
right. Well, you know what, sis Drea? I love you, boo, to pieces. I was gonna say babe, I like to call you babe. But they don't have no idea who you are, first of all.
I'm a right now, mother has me as an observer.
Yeah.
I speak when I need to, but for the most part, I'm here to observe and to speak when I'm spoken to. However, my time
But
is
you know
coming.
what?
My time is
No,
coming right
no,
now.
your time is not coming. Your
My
time
time
is
is coming.
here.
My time. A
No,
lot of them don't know me. Some of them
correct.
do from years ago, but I'm
But guess
back.
what?
I'm just
Even
I'm on
with
a different I'm on a different frequency this time though. I've been put on a different frequency. So yeah.
that's right. Even with
You
what
ain't getting that rah-rah you used to get. Not
But
right now.
Drea, you know what? What I love about you, you're firm, you're direct, and your heart is right. Your heart is pure. So it's like, like when we channel, we don't remember everything. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of energy. It's like you being used. Da, da, da. But I saw you in the middle of the tunnel, and it doesn't matter what people think at this point, right? I know exactly who you are. I'm on 2%. I was trying to get Journey to
Girl, you
bring
know
the
I don't care
charger.
what these people think about me. What I've never look, listen.
But let me tell you
I'm gonna tell
something.
y'all this story. Hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all this story real quick.
Okay.
Let me talk now. I done let
Walk,
y'all talk.
sis.
Now I'm
And
about
if
to
I
let
hang up, no disrespect, because I tried to get your niece to bring the charger.
all
So,
right.
okay, go ahead and walk.
When I was younger, and I remember like my mom, my family, everybody used to be, especially my mom, used to be like, you talk too much, you always talking or whatever. My grandmother used to be like, oh, Carolyn, shut up, she might be a great speaker one day, which eventually I did end up doing a lot of speaking on large platforms. However, I say that to say this. I've never cared about what people think about me. If anybody, if you know Drea. Rod can tell y'all about Drea too. I've never cared what people think about me. I don't care how nobody think about me because I know me and I'm tapped into who I am. And I know my abilities and I know my gifts and I'm confident in them and I use them when I'm told to use them or I need to use them. So what people think about me has never ever mattered to me. As a matter of fact, I probably can teach a lot of self-esteem classes and things like that because as a young child, I've just always had that confidence about myself and who I am, but I tapped in more as I became spiritually awakened into my purpose and my journey. So to be able to be in the front line and stand in the front line, and that's been my journey and my position for a long time, baby, don't none of that penetrate me. It's like I got a spiritual bulletproof vest on. I
And
just
you
wanted to put that
quick.
out there.
You're very sharp. And for me, on my own journey, I'm on 1%. But I gotta say this: I love you.
I love
You
you
know what I'm
too.
saying?
I love all my sisters,
I
my
know.
matriarchs, my empresses, my goddesses, and everything that I've ever done, anytime I've stepped up in purpose. And from day one, when mama put me on, my journey and told me I have to do this, I did that for us first and foremost. It's
Yes.
always been for my other fellow sisters and matriarchs and empresses and as well as the children, and that's always been
Hmm.
my journey and my mission. Anything else is what it is, it's extra. I love the men too, but my focus, my journey is my sister, my fellow sisters, walking with them and us protecting the children and doing what we need to do for them, our babies.
Yes.
And so
And you
that's
did the
just who I
shadow
am.
work. And you
Oh,
did the shadow
absolutely,
work.
I had to.
Because
I had
it's
to.
like we're all a force and you're a force. And even when I thought I was a ox or a sheep or a lamb or, well, I really thought I was a lioness, you know, you were strong enough to cut me and do surgery and not leave me bleeding. Like it's been an honor to walk with you because in my pure heart, you still covered me in touche. Even our baby Faith, I want to say that because people have no idea. You said we would laugh at it one day, and we laugh at it every day because to raise the matriarch is not
Hold
just
on,
what.
and I'm finna invite Faith up here too, really quick.
Okay,
Let
I'm
me
on one
see.
percent.
Let
Hold
me
on.
get Faith up here. Faith, you still in the chat, right? I know she is. Hold on. I want to
I'm trying to
introduce
get
y'all
your
to
niece to
Faith.
bring my charger. One moment.
Mm, Faith, I'm about to send the link so you can come up. Faith is our fairy. Let's see.
You know what George Michael say?
Huh?
Gotta have faith, faith.
Oh, you was talking.
George Michael say, you remember what George Michael said? Gotta have
What'd
faith,
he
faith,
say?
faith. Gotta have
Faith?
faith, faith,
There
faith.
go that soundtrack, huh? You know soundtracks be coming in our head when we talking. Okay, there you go. She said movement by myself, but I'm a boss when we're together. I heard you, Faith. I just put in the chat. Salute to you as well. Faith, use the link and then you can come up. I just want to introduce y'all to Faith real quick, too. These have been my sisters. I have many sisters, by the way, but I speak with them daily, all throughout the day, by the way, because we work on meeting of the Matriarchs Foundation together. And so they have literally just really been there. We are all very supportive of each other. We always check on each other, look out for each other. Obviously, we work with other um, empresses and goddesses and matriarchs as well. And so I just wanted to introduce her. But other than that, I just wanted to say if you all, we are working very hard together. Hey, as a matter of fact, Rob, while you're here, can you go ahead and talk about Torch like just like in a little synopsis? Because I guess our last live or whatever, some people didn't foundation together here. So they have literally.
Hey, how you
Hey,
doing?
Faithy Faith.
Okay, look, y'all done called me. I'm down my hair. I'm doing all the things, but I'm up here. What's up?
Girl, come on now. Come on. This family.
Look, we ain't in the fairy godmother attire and all the things, but I'm
Yes,
gonna
you
show up
are.
and show
It's
out.
in
What's
you.
poppin'? I love y'all so much. What's up? Y'all been up here rocking and rolling. What's going on?
Y'all, the Cash App is in the yellow part up at the screen. It's at the top. Yes, Fairy is in the building.
We in the building.
Rod is the first one. It's up there. I have our names by him. Yes. So Liz Fairy, I don't know why Spirit had me call on you, Miss Faithy Faith. But
Yeah.
obviously you got something to say.
This has been a profound show. We got Kia in her channel, and we need to talk about this because when people are in that holy, and when I say holy, I don't mean it with a H, I mean it with a W. You know what I'm saying? Because we are one, and that's what this is about, right? As I speak to you, I speak to myself. We are only speaking to ourselves. Anything and everything outside of you is only a sign and symbol and a reflection.
Yeah,
And we need
absolutely.
to keep it 100 and we need to keep it funky with that. We want to be accountable for ourselves, right? So we got people doing this to me, people doing this to so and so, so. And no, boo, you're doing it to yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pay attention to the signs and the symbols right now. What is going on is everything that you have ever read about, right? So called history, her story, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are writing that chapter right now for the so called future to read about. What has been prophesied by your ancestors
is who we be in the now.
Mhm.
This is a new beginning. This is the trail. We are setting this precipice for what will be so called read about. We are the shakers and the movers in this here and the now. And what is going on is tuning back into the natural laws. You
Mhm.
understand? Understand me when I say the natural laws. As a collective, we decided what is natural, what is nature, and what you are considering nature outside of you, you are only a projector. So you are projecting everything that's inside of you, you're projecting it outward. That's it. So we are following the natural laws. As a collective, we agreed. I keep saying this, but we need to get it. We agreed that the physical manifestation of creator was the woman.
Mhm.
We are the only ones
Uh-oh.
that can
Step
bring
on that
forth
toe.
life and create. Mhm.
Step
What you
on
got to
that
say,
toe.
brother?
Pick one. Pick one. Go ahead
I,
what you saying right now. You open. You on that trail. Don't get it.
yes. So this is what we agreed upon. So we just bringing nature back to balance. You see Mother Earth on the outside. What's she doing? She is course correcting. We bringing the floods in. We getting the earthquakes going. We shaking it up. We destructing tunnels where our babies have been trafficked,
Mhm.
where our oracles, our psychics have been held hostage. You know what I'm saying? We want to talk about technology and what they doing with technology, but we are technology.
Mhm.
The oracles and the seers and all the things. And it has been seen where we've been hung, you know, burned at the stakes and all the things for the gifts. But at the same time, what was they doing? They was harvesting our energy so that they could see and gain the power and all the things. And so we are course correcting in the
Mm.
now. We are course correcting. We out here. We stepping forward. I'm an oracle of all oracles, honey. I'm the fairy godmother. That's what we do. We stepping out here in the now, and we are course correcting with no fear. Need no goddamn protection. I am my own protection.
Mhm.
As I create, abracadabra. As I speak, I create. And this is what is going on right now. Get in line. Check yourself. Do all that inner work because the inner work is crucial. I think that we have forgotten again that you are merely a projector. You are projecting out. What is a projector? Everything that you see in reality is what is going on in your inner being, right? You are a projector. It's a screen. You projecting out. So do the inner work. What you don't like on the outside is what's going on in your inside. Take accountability, love on yourself. And this is such a hard thing for us. Love on yourself so that you can receive. I am living proof. We are all living proof up here, all of us, because we have done the inner work and we are attracting that love, that support, because we have given it to ourselves, that nurture, because we have given it to ourselves. And there are some of us that I call they got the Jesus syndrome. You know, they want to save everybody else. And what happens when you save everybody else and ain't saving yourself? You're depleted. You stress the fuck out. Your essence is taken from. You deal with others from your overflow, the overflow of love that you have for self, right? And then you can give it to others because it started with you. And that's what we are up here doing. That's what we are up here as examples of. We have given it to ourselves. And so now we can give to others. We have some that want to join the team. And what are they doing? They are distracting themselves from themselves and they weed themselves out quickly. We didn't see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Your intentions, what do they say? Good intentions paves the road to hell, some shit like that. Right? You can have all the good intentions you want to have, but if it's not for self, it don't matter. It
They say
don't matter.
the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions, and that's exactly what they mean. You can have all the good and great intentions and you can be of service to everybody else, but what happens is you get depleted and you don't have nothing left. But when you have given it to yourself and you given from the overflow from what you have given to self, what you got? You got inspiration. You got motivation. What our sisters say, you got that flame. Because that flame come from down yonder, from that gut. And what's that gut? That intuition. That's where the fairies live. That's where we live right there in that gut right there. You know what I'm saying? You know? That flame lives there. It burns. It's an eternal flame that burns throughout infinity and beyond. Mm-hmm. That's how it go. When you are operating from yourself and operating from that heart, that continuous inspiration and motivation keeps you fucking going. But that can only happen when you give it to self. And so that's what we up here demonstrating. And we are providing a platform for the people to see, you know, and we are not without flaws. We are not. We are all evolving, change, right? That's how you become a master because the masters are what? The greatest students. And we learn or remember from each other. Everything outside of you is only what? Signs and symbols. You learn from that. You remember from that. And we work together. We are all, it's a big ass puzzle, right? And we are all puzzle pieces. That's why we are all special. We are all of divinity because only you can be that puzzle piece in that puzzle that fits right there intricately, perfectly. And so, united, we must stand. Divided, we fall. They have been teaching us for so long, programming us. They did a number with the Rona, you know, and putting that final stamp down. Y'all stay in the house, y'all do all the things. But if y'all was like me, I did the most traveling during the Rona. You know, made the most monies during the Rona. We wasn't listening to that. And that's where it goes. Don't feed it. Don't listen to the noise, my loves. Listen to your heart. They have programmed you to not listen to your heart. The heart is the greatest mind. It's the umbilical cord to the soul. Is it not? As we are having an experience here, enjoy the experience. It is a beautiful game. We are playing a beautiful game. It is your movie. We are here to enjoy. So be in joy. Be in love. Learn how to love yourself. And as you learn how to love yourself, you can love each other and give grace and give gratitude and know that this vessel, right, is only the mechanism that you use to play this game. Let your vessel be used for you to have an optimal
Chill out, chill out,
experience. Go
chill
ahead,
out, chill out.
Rar. What you
You
got to
making
say?
you making me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I ain't used to
That's how it go.
this. That's that fairy magic.
That's that fairy magic. You know what I'm saying? And what a wonderful feeling it is to operate from your heart. Because that warm and fuzzy feeling is what we supposed to be feeling all day the fuck long.
I
All
think
day
it's warm
long.
and fuzzy because I think it's warm and fuzzy because that's like steel wool polished in metal,
It's like
polished in the
still
golden heart,
polish it.
polish the golden heart with the warm and fuzzy and make it shine bright.
I'm just
I
saying.
can.
I'm just saying. And praise and honor to you, Kia, for getting up here. Cause you know, I get the tongues of light going and everything. One platform and shit. But you know, you doing this shit with Rod Hayes, so you know we're gonna get like 15,000 views and you yeah, no. I was there, my chest was going. I got the and I'll twerk to that. We're gonna work the earth up on that. You know what I'm talking about? Praise and honor to you for being in a space of allowance and allowing your vessel to be used how it's supposed to be used and the mechanism of how we play this game, my love. Okay. And for those that ain't with it, get lost. Cause this is what we out here doing. We moving from the heart. We are obedient to the totality of who we be, the totality of who we be, which is divine. We are made up of so many fractal pieces because that's the game we playing, right? We playing an individual game in this human experience. Even though we are collective, we are the whole, we are source having an experience. So in the totality of who we be, you have an inner standing, right? That you are the whole, and this vessel is only to be used for the mechanism to run around in this reality. And you surrender to the totality of who you be, which is source. You know what I'm talking about? And thank you for being that in this space, for being and surrendering to the totality of who you be, which is divinity, which is source, Big Mama, the Capricorn, the last earth sign, darkness, yeah, which is where everything comes from. What we are calling ancient is the dark ones, because everything comes from the dark. Light comes from the dark, right? And we are light beings having this experience. So we shine in the dark, which is the unknown, because we have been taught to be afraid of the dark, which is pure intelligence, right? Mm-hmm.
They merely adopted the dark. We were born in
We were born in it. The dark ones are here. We are here. That's
it.
it. Andrea, we want to give a special shout out to my love, my twin, Al. I appreciate you for answering the call and surrendering yourself. You know what I'm saying? Through those dark spaces. You seen the light because you are a light being chilling in that darkness. And what I say, when spirit give you assignment, I consider I love the food. So it's a plate. Spirit be like, we're going to put some more on that plate. And I be like, fuck, let's eat. Fuck it. It's a buffet. So we
I
giving
bet y'all
knowledge.
got people at home catching the Holy Ghost right now.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's
She in
go.
their living room jumping on the table shouting like they in church.
Oh, a stripper. Get on the
Hey, they
table and
had to
get
practice
naked.
somewhere.
Get in your
Hey, they had to
natural.
practice somewhere.
Get in your
Look,
natural.
they had to practice. They had to practice somewhere.
I'm just saying. We was in the strip club spreading the good word.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Let the church say abracadabra. As I speak, I create. Ashe, ashe. And my ashes ain't ashe.
We didn't went to and look, we didn't went to church. We went to history class. We took some metaphysics. We didn't went to the motherfucking fairyland. We didn't went to the goddamn boss land. Oh man, we didn't went on the journey tonight.
I'm just saying we multidimensional beings. Let's get it. Let's get it. I love it.
Feels
And then
like
we got
New
our
River.
brother up here,
Back
Rob.
down memory lane.
Hey, it's a soundtrack. We can't hear
Mm-mm.
you, Drea. You on mute.
I said always, always, it's always a soundtrack in our heads. We
It's
be coming
on.
up every time myself, Rod, any of us speak with each other and we be building with each other. We'll have like soundtracks playing in our head and we'll just like bust out with the song that's related to that message that we got. So yeah, it's like an inside thing, but we'll let y'all in on it.
We'll let y'all in, but just
Go
real
check out
quick
the code.
for because I said this in the comments, just for controversy, because you know me, I'm the fairy, but I'm a petty fairy too. So we've been talking about the homosexuals and all the things, right? But there's still that discussion, and how do we address it, Rod? With those that feel that they were born that way, they haven't been violated, none of the above, but they just feel like as long as they
some of
can
them, some of
remember.
them, some of them, some of them are born that way.
Mhm.
Some of them, it's chemistry. They do that with chemicals in the water, chemicals in the food, and what it does in the second trimester when the mother shifts the baby gender into its proper gender order, the progesterone testosterone balance is thrown off from the chemical. So the boy be born with effeminate characteristics because it interfered with the natural process of transferring the X into the Y frequency. She has to choose the gender through the chemistry. So by them putting the chemical blockers in the food and in the water, it causes that interruption in that second trimester. So that the boys come out feeling like girls. I'm not talking about them. The converts is the ones that's born normal. The ones that was born that way, they used to be called two spirit people, right? That's not what we seeing now. The vast majority of what we seeing now is converts. We are seeing unnatural production of them through systemic design to emasculate the male. They using the chemicals. They using um, psychological programming because the mother can map the child in the womb and correct the genetic defects, but they don't want y'all to remember that y'all can do that. The old ladies in the South call it marking your child. So we know the science, but the doulas was and the midwives was replaced with RNs, LPNs, in OBGYNs that came with a medical agenda to control the reproduction and the connection with the child with the mother. All this is by design. They feel like that at birth because they chemically programmed to feel like that. It's not their fault. I was done to them.
And so, what about the people that feel like it's their soul journey? So maybe, in some lifetime they came up, they was homophobic. So they came in this lifetime, and so they was gay.
That's possible too. That's what you call karmic retribution. The very thing that you ever hear people say, don't become the thing that you hate the most." That's what they're talking about. Exactly what you just said. Also, at the close of the age, all of the contracts after the first contract is up for examination. One of those is the gender contract that allow males to be born on the planet. The enemy know that if they can corrupt enough of the males, the women will say, "Fuck it, we just going back to parthogenic reproducing girls. We don't need no dudes. If you ain't gonna be the man that you supposed to be, we don't need you. What you here for? What we doing?" In the gender contract being challenged is being challenged by the offspring of Vatican because they come from an inverted universe. So their genetic chromosomes is backwards. When they look like a male, they have two X's. When they look like a female, they have an X and a Y. You can look up XX male and XY female to see what I'm talking about. They came through a mirror portal gate in ancient Babylon. In in Italy by Etruscans. And the queen, they hive queen, was named Vatican, who the Vatican is named after, where they put the hijacked sacerdotal seat above the Pope's seat. Because she had male anatomy, she was not allowed to sit on the sacerdotal seat. So you can look up Chamber of Vatican in the Vatican basement and it'll show you where she lived at. So this is all verifiable information. They got these places that represent these things that was being done. And so that was the energy that controlled the patriarchy because they hide queens that look like males but felt like females. And they the ones who wanted to test the gender contract. Because if a male is not going to be a male, why is he even here? That don't even make sense. But it's something else that's happening that's generating it as a side effect. And it's the war protocol of something that don't belong here. They can go back home.
An
They don't
anomaly.
even have to go away mad. They just got to go away.
I just had to ask the question. Hmm.
Hmm.
Because we don't want to appear judgmental or biased, right?
I'm judgmental and biased.
I am too.
I ain't finna tell these people no goddamn lie. I'm very judgmental and I'm very biased. I'm always gonna pick the side of the truth. And I'm always gonna use it as my standard of review when I judge that shit for some bullshit that it is.
Well,
I
I feel
mean, I
like
could be
things.
wrong, but I think I'm right.
I just feel like things are what they are supposed to be in order for us to have this experience like we having it because it's our movie. And so in that space, I don't hold no judgment or no bias. It just goes how it's supposed to go so that we can have fun playing our game, you know? Otherwise, what would we be up here speaking about? But just for the
When
audience sake, we
people
want to put that
play
out there.
right
Yeah.
round, there's just no stopping.
Right, you've been in a singing mood today.
I mean, can
You
he
know,
help
all
it?
this feminine energy,
I was about to say, can he help it?
all this feminine energy. Look, I'm telling you, this is why I be trying to tell women. It don't have to be no freaky shit going on. If you put a big grown ass gorilla around some women, he's just gonna be a fucking teddy bear. But don't put him around them hard legs, now the beast gonna come out.
The beast. Ooh. I talk about that. I'm the beast tamer though.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. I'm the beast tamer. So what we doing at the lake?
You be around
It's
them
not
women,
August. It's
you be
not. That's
feeling
not
all
the
giddy
dates,
and shit.
love.
They tickling your they tickling
It's
your
the next
mitochondria.
Lions portal,
They tickling it, tickling it, tickling it,
Lionsgate portal.
tickling it. But that's why I'm the godmother. You know, we tame the beast. The beast know when to be a beast, cause you know out here in these streets nowadays, the beast just that motherfucker running rampant. We ain't got time for that. But let's talk about this lake though, cause y'all did give an introduction to the last y'all first live, but I feel like we need to because this question came up. Talk about it. Talk about the torch lake. Hmm.
Drea, go ahead and walk.
Okay.
Oh, well, I had mentioned it earlier because people had been asking questions and things like that. So I wanted to be able to kind of touch on that on this live as well when we had time, about the meeting of the matriarchs, hosting Torch Lake, and all of us going to Torch Lake next Lionsgate Portal, and how we're gonna have the elders and all of the things like Faith like to say, and how we're just going to be fellowshipping with each other. It's definitely going to be a royal event for 3 days. And we just need to open it up to that so everybody know, you know.
An
So I'm gonna let Rod take
extravaganza.
over because we ain't got everything planned yet, but we planning already, y'all. It's a year from now.
Go ahead, enforcer.
So let's go over this from a tribal perspective. From a tribal perspective, when the women is getting ready to execute their birthright to the land, right? The women have to have went through shadow work, cleansing processes, and show that they know the old ways. Torch Lake is picked because it's a ceremonial site for an indigenous tribe, and it got a sandbar where the women can wade in the water to effectuate the frequency shifting of the planet. A collection of women congregating for the purposes of healing themselves and each other creates an earth frequency to prepare for the next 7 generations yet born. This is the close of the age. So, in order to properly open a new age, they have to correct all of the errors in the frequency, and the earth will respond by sending out a Schumann pulse. The Schumann pulse is designed to rid the earth of the parasites that plague the humans and the animal. Sometimes the parasite is a frequency that came across as a thought pattern. Sometimes the parasite is something that doesn't belong in this realm. Sometimes the parasite is something that came from the stars. But when the pulse go out, if your frequency can't calibrate through the mitochondrial to the earth, then that pulse is going to neutralize your genetic, no, your cellular energy exchange. It's going to turn you off. And some of the people who have been stuck in certain thought forms, these thought forms create micro egregores that live as an energy frequency inside their physical body. The earth will know that they can't purge it, it'll turn their ass off too. You'll know because they'll be grabbing their head, screaming, talking about they hearing sirens in their head. They being purged. They be running their head against the wall into cars, just trying to make the sound that's in their head stop because they being parasitic to the earth. If you stuck in the wrong energy, you won't be able to withstand that frequency. The frequency will start off with the women activating the earth as a collective. The earth know that's the most effective right now based on the times, the movement of the stars, and the geography of the land. The Torch Lake proved to be the most functional tribal land for the women to meet for a healing retreat and to perform the healing rituals to the matriarchal circle. And this is what the underlying meeting location is all about. The restoration of the divine feminine, the restoration of the women to their natural um, frequency to operate as the mothers of the earth, because the earth needed to be mothered back healthy. She was sick because she had parasites. So following the laws of nature, like the sister was talking about earlier, the laws of nature, nature got a structure. And the human structure of nature was always a matriarchal structure until they was attacked. The attack of the matriarchy looked like the villainization of all of the ancient goddesses as some form of demon and grotesque figure. That's showing the blueprint. The art is showing you what the war was about because it was trying to challenge for the sacerdotal seat. That's the landlord seat of the planet. And only the women can resurrect it, and it comes with a frequency of healing. And if enough of them congregate, they'll heal the ones that's not there. Talking about change the fucking world. Bring heaven back. Don't ask me, go ask Dr. B, and he talked about it. They just didn't remember the rituals, and I just resurrected them from the stolen legacy. And I
Yes,
know
that
the ancestor told me because he wrote a book about it. They stole it, you must return it. How did he know I had got it back? Sound like he was talking to me. I took that shit personal.
that's what we talk about.
You have to speak too, because you see the echo. So that's why I've been speaking too much.
That heaven on earth, that bliss. That's what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
That's what it's time to get back to. It sounds like a fairy tale, but the fairies are here, so it is your fairy tale. Ow. No time. What would it be like if it ain't nothing else besides your curiosity? What does that look like for 90% of your so called waking hours to be in a space of euphoria without any mind altering, you know, I'm going to say chemical substances? You know what I mean? The things that don't come from nature altering your experience, to be in that space of bliss, euphoria, what the people call the heaven on earth. What does that look like? That's where we at. That's where we going. That's why we here. Ew. Come on, kid. Go on, jump in. We playing double dutch. Go on, jump in, boo. Or we can play basketball because you know I used to be a basketball player. Go ahead. I done threw that assist. You know, I was a point guard. I'm short. Throw that
I
up.
was too, girl.
Mm,
But
mm. Shoot that three for me. Or you could lay it up. Go on, lay it up, though. You know how we do.
you know, I'm five. Let me round it up. I'm 5'3". Let me round it up. You 5'1".
We got Drea in the forward.
Hold on, let me pass it to our sister. Go ahead, Drea. Come on, Bill.
They
Echoing.
said my phone is echoing. Is it still an
You ain't
echo? That's why
echoing
I
no
try
more.
not to talk too
Come on.
much because I
Mhm.
don't
Come
know
on.
why I
Come
keep
on.
having an echo every time I
Come
talk.
on. Spirit say, come on, because you
Go
ain't
ahead,
echoing.
walk.
Come
Come
on.
on, Pooh.
Y'all
You
can
got
hear
the
me.
green heart chakra. Walk, sis.
Look, they were just asking about, Torch Lake. So I felt the need to kind of talk about it because we all are already coming together, right? All of us as matriarchs, sisters, goddesses, empresses, however you like to refer yourself as. And we're already coming together. We've already created this huge high frequency energy amongst us all in order for us to get to the place that we know we already are, right? Because I speak as though we are already. I don't like to say where we're going or anything like that. I always speak as though it's already done. And so we know we've already won and we know we're already there and we know we've already done it. So the process of what we're doing right now is all coming together and making sure that we do these things how we need to do them and going back to our natural order, how we know we are already. And so I hope you all follow me because I don't say how we're going to be.
Okay.
So that's why I wanted to open up the live stream because I know last time, the first live that Rod and I did, there was a lot of matriarchs, empresses, goddesses that were wanting to be a part. And so I just want to let you all know that we are going to drop the email down so that you all know how you can get in contact with us and so that you can be a part of this. We are actually hosting it. Meeting of the Matriarchs Foundation is actually hosting the Torch Lake event. So if you all want to be a part of that, as well as we are doing things all over the nation. We just recently have someone from Canada, a goddess from Canada, come and join us. So we already said worldwide. So this is a worldwide um, collective. It's not just America or nationwide. So if you all want to, if somebody can write in the chat the email, and that way you all can contact us via email. It is meeting of the matriarchs with an S at gmail.com. And so you can be a part. If you feel like you know that you have this call, that's been your call to be able to help other women, other children, some of our men, people that are displaced. Like we got a lot going on when it comes to meeting of the matriarchs. It's not just Torch Lake. We're actually trying to make sure that we have ambassadors in every state, so that we're able to reach and other countries as well. So it's not just cut off to nationwide, but ambassadors in every state, city ambassadors, main cities of each state as well. Um, Treasurers, secretaries, things like that, because we want to make sure that we're able to touch as many homes, as many children. Talking about coats, coat giveaways, shoe giveaways, book bag giveaways when it's that time again. Displaced men and women. We're actually looking at land right now. Actually, we had a really, really great meeting as far as that, where we can do our retreats and our cleansing before Torch Lake. So we're really excited about the different movements we've done in just 3 weeks. It's only been 3 weeks, and we've been making a lot of moves. and it's a lot of things going down. So if you want to be a part of, everything that we have going on, you've been seeing this, you've known that this has been your calling, because it's definitely been mine for many years. I'll say at least, I don't even want to say, probably 15, 20 years. But it's, the time now, the time is now. And so if you want to step in your power, know that this is where you're supposed to be. Know that you're supposed to be boots on the ground. Know that you're supposed to be taking a lead for your state, your city, and it's just too many needs all across. And it's time for us to just take the reins. We've been sitting back letting, everybody else, the government and everything do what we should be doing. My daughter was just recently incarcerated, and they trying to railroad her. And there's other mothers that I'm working with right now dealing with incarcerated children in the CPS system. This is why this came together, because it's no more talking about nothing. It's no more, oh, well, let's get together and do this. No, we're moving, we're walking, we're running, we're flying, we're jumping, we're climbing. So it ain't no more talking about nothing. So if you just want to talk, this ain't for you. But if you want to walk, run, jump, fly, karate chop, whatever you want to do as far as the mission, hey, hit up our email. We'll go from there. And we got plenty of things that for all of us to do. Plenty of work.
Plenty.
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 Y'all want to add on anything? Faith is the secretary. My co-founder is Kia, and I'm the founder. It's Media of the Matriarchs Foundation. Um, However, we just moving and shaking every day. We doing something every day, all day. My life is Meeting of the Matriarchs.
Okay.
Kia's life is Meeting of the Matriarchs. Faith life, Talitha, the treasurer, the
Jory.
chief chair committee, Jawaria. So yeah, we moving and shaking. I just wanted to put that out there because I know that a lot of women have been wondering like how they can be involved. And so I wanted to make sure before we got off this live that I was able to allow you all to know how to become involved. But I know a lot of women that have joined us already in the collective was like, I've been wanting to do this forever. This has been my dream. So we all have been on the same frequency. We all have been called to do this. So if that's your call and you see yourself working with us or you want to work with us as a collective, hit the Gmail.
Get her done.
Got her did. I want to say this. First of all, if our sister can stand in her purpose, and I'm talking about you, Drea, out of all you've been through recently, and when spirit call you to do something, you're gonna do it willingly or unwillingly. And our sister decided to stand when standing wasn't easy. And y'all know how life be lifing. When we wrote this whole stage play, to come in the simulation to play the game of the gods. And you was supposed to connect with your teammates, those that you chose to do this thing with. And a lot of people forgot they chose a team, so they just walking around confused. They still confused, but you chose a team. You got teammates, and so you supposed to connect with your team so we can shift this paradigm. And that's why you feel so lost and so confused because you forgot you got a team and you got your exes, not just your chromosomes, but your exes that march the spot. When I'm going through life, and I asked Drea and Faith today, because I tell people I don't believe in cutting you open if I can't do surgery. And I'm going to tell you something about us sisters. And Chief Pontiac Rod Hayes, our brother, can testify.
I
Hallelujah.
already know where you going.
Hallelujah. He can testify. When you're dealing with matriarchs, because people always say to me, well, Kia, I want to join the matriarchs. I had this vision and I got things with women and da da da. Let me tell y'all something about these women, our sisters. First of all, when spirit leads you to do something, if you really led by spirit, the great mother, all that other bullshit don't matter. You gonna get over it.
And not only will you get over it, all your strife, your conflicts, your PTSD, your traumas from the past, boop, it's like a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about this place right here is that mirror is personal and it's not taken outside of the space. Because even with us in this crown, in this pinnacle, we got mirrors and we cut each other and do surgery. And when our brother come in, Chief Pontiac Rahays, he be neutral. He don't like to touch our shit because he believe we should do the work. So we do the work. But when he come in, it's look neutral, but it's like a counselor, spiritual counselor and a physical. And then Drea plays spiritual and physical counselor. Faith plays spiritual physical counselor. I play both. But we have our things too. I never want y'all to get it twisted. We in this world, we not of it, but we still have the emotional body with the psychological and then with the biological and then with the energetic force. Because that's what makes an emotion, which me and Dre did a live on a meeting of the matriarch, love, energy. It's a process. You ain't get here overnight. You ain't coming out overnight. We understand the assignment. And we chose to walk in our purpose. You all have a purpose. And we just want our sisters to come home. When you divinely connected, you done been through hell, first of all, in the game of the gods. In your mortal flesh. Pain hurt the flesh, but it's food for the spirit. You better remember that shit. Pain hurt the flesh, but it's food for the spirit. How do you train a God in a physical body? Whoop their ass, big mama. Cause
Take
you
them
know,
through there. Take them through
take,
there.
take me through that. Cause most
You
of us
know,
been hard
but you
headed.
know why you got to teach them that? You got to teach that because they hard headed. Because the lesson ain't gonna stick unless it's a hard lesson.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Because you take a hard lesson to get through a hard head. That's what mom used to say. A hard head make a soft ass
Mm-hmm.
because it sit you down. I couldn't
Mm-hmm.
figure that out what it meant for the longest because a hard head to sit your ass down. And if you sit down too long, your butt cheeks turn to mush.
Only
Mm.
Rod.
I was like, boy, boy, boy.
But that's our
Yeah,
All
and
right,
you
y'all. I'm
done
ready
expansion.
to
took
go
Kia
get something
out.
to eat now.
Me too. My stomach. I listen. I'm over here like, look.
I'm going to the Waffle House. This is South.
I ain't got time for you.
Oh yeah. Wait. What time is? Oh yeah, it is late there, huh?
Mm,
Hmm. I'm going to the Waffle House and get me a trash can omelet.
okay, my Black Betty boop.
Oh. I'm like, oh.
I'm hungry.
Betty Boop was black.
She
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
She was.
It's only eight
Mhm.
here.
Because her,
Really?
It just turned 8 o'clock. It's about to be 8 in 2 minutes.
Let me ask y'all something right quick. So these people said that daylight savings is null and void. It's over with. So that mean the sun that they've been giving us is fake, right? And they've been controlling this fake sun. Am I wrong or what?
daylight savings time was a manipulation tactic to interfere with your circadian rhythms.
Mm-hmm.
When your circadian rhythms off, it throws off your biorhythm. Your biorhythms is your natural frequency um, based on your birth date and your astrological alignment. You have different peak points.
Yeah, every time that dog start
What kind
barking
of dog you got
is
over there?
when no,
What's wrong
but
with
it's
Wolf?
when
Police
the
dog?
bullshit when he talking about the bullshit that be going on.
What's wrong with Wolf? He
When
keep
that dog
going.
start barking.
Every time, don't it, Faith?
Every time.
Take me through there.
Like that's
Wolf,
that bullshit.
Wolf
The
had
dog
changed.
the dog knows the bullshit.
Wolf had morphed into a wolf.
Yeah, for real.
Literally.
He was damn near howling. Had me
Drea,
scared through the
That's my
camera.
brother. Look, That's my brother's dog. He having a sleep. He was having a slumber party with my dog. They both come in here and flop out.
How many
So
of them
my
is
brother
it?
knocked on the door. Two in the house.
Oh, okay.
So so my brother knocked on the door. His dog is the alarm clock. The doorbell. Somebody knock on the door and they in the basement. The dog raised holy hell. That's his job, right?
Mm.
He was in here asleep. My brother knocked on my door, and his first reaction was to sound the alarm. Somebody at the goddamn door.
Listen, you gotta tell Wolf to chill out. Cause that was a
But it
wolf.
threw off the circadian rhythm.
Yeah.
Go ahead and walk it then, Rod. They said, let me line you back up, bookmark. Cause everybody up tonight. It's a slumber party. Let's do it.
Yeah, so
Okay,
we
so
close out.
you, you regulate your circadian rhythm is regulated by how much sunlight you get at different parts of the year. And they put you on daylight savings time and give you less sunlight time because the work hours, is what it's based on. That's what it was created for. So the work hours become hypnotic in your circadian rhythm to put you in a
Is you gonna mute, Rod? What happened? We
Yeah,
can't
what
hear you.
happened?
What had happened?
That wasn't finished completely.
What had happened, Rod? Who calling?
I don't know. I got my do not disturb on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
we
hear
can hear
you.
you.
Look, I'm nosy.
Yeah.
Who calling?
I was saying the sun determines how your circadian rhythm sync with the frequency of the earth. And that was one of this the priest arguments of the patriarchy because they took on the sun as the father energy, so sun worship. But they didn't realize that all of the power comes from the earth energy, the mother energy, because the earth got a mama too, and the sun. So when they use that to throw your circadian rhythm off, it's accompanied with other sociological paradigms that put you in what's called the hypnosis of life. They
Mm.
can control the cycle by moving the clock to give you more darkness, which makes you feel less connected. It's not in alignment with your frequency. You disoriented. It's the same reason they told us to show us the map upside down all the time. Keep us disoriented.
Okay.
That was powerful.
Okay.
But before we get off here, I want to give a shout out right quick since we on your radio station. First of all, the live you did last night, shout out to Young Elder. Not only that, shout out to Arisha Stone. I seen that live. Shout out to our sisters on the West Coast. And let me make sure I'm saying it right, Rod. Atira, is that
Atari.
right? Atari, our sister, we see you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We know you. Mm-hmm. Kelly, Kelly Love, my sister, who I love. I know Kelly. Khaleesi, we see you, sis. We know what you're doing. Mm-hmm. My yachts, Mima, we see you. Shout out to our sisters, all the priestess, all the goddesses, all of you matriarchs. Shout out to Jawaria. Shout out to our sister Lethea. Shout out to all of our sisters. Shout out to all the empresses that's been on the live. Shout out to you, Drea. Shout out to you, Faith. My babies, we love you, God. Listen, first of all, everybody can't deal with me, and I don't deal with everybody. I'm in the business arena, but my sisters, they know, and ride too. But listen, this surgery, because you know what, Faith, before we get off, I got to say this. When you can cut somebody else, it's one thing. But when you got to get surgery done on you and you got to face yourself in the mirror on a whole nother paradigm, and you think, oh, yeah, I'm balanced and I'm healed until. Because it's one thing to be a victim of a circumstance, but to be victimized when you take on what was done to you. And for me, I don't like mean girl energy. And when my sister showed me, because I like to be transparent, that I took on some mean girl energy, I had to shift. Like, we don't got it all together. I don't got it all together. Okay? I'm learning too, and I'm willing because I need to be the best version of myself because I'm a mama first. I have a daughter. I have daughters, two of them. One daughter biological and one daughter, but it's my daughter. But I'm a mom. So for me, I need to be the best version of me. And we're never too young or too old to shift and to elevate. I want to say this to you ladies, our sisters, because y'all are sisters. I don't give a fuck what the fuck y'all talking about. We family. When you hurt your sister, you apologize. You fix that shit. We all can be fucking wrong. We ain't too fucking grown. That's bullshit. I be out of fucking pocket. I used to live in Philly. They say out of pocket. You know that Joan be out of pocket. The young bull be out of pocket. Brothers, we be out of pocket. Fix that shit. Don't go to bed mad. Don't go to bed mad because tomorrow ain't promised for none of us. Fix that shit today. Y'all done forgave people who did worse to you than this new shit, than this simple shit. Find out your triggers. What's making you act like that? We do the work over here in the matriarch. You come over here and you got that smoke with you. We gonna make sure we neutralize your flame to make sure it's balanced. Cause we do it to each other. You know what I'm saying? This ain't mean girl energy, it's love. We done had shit with us. We had people attack us, assault us. We done attacked people, assaulted them because of defense, playing defense. We should have been on offense at the time. But what I'm saying is, we need one another. We've been broken, but we heal individually, and then we get to a pinnacle, we heal together. Drea, Faith, I love y'all. Y'all know it. Rod, I love you. You know it. Cause that nigga been our surgeon, and I don't know how the hell he did. What the fuck? I'm just saying what the fuck
Look,
Keontae. I had to deal with him.
Love, 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 love. It's all, this is what we here for. Constant change, evolution.
Mm-hmm.
That's
look,
it.
let
That's
me
So you
it.
talk.
can never get it
Let me
done.
talk.
We always gonna be elevating.
I said, let me touch it.
Go ahead,
Look,
Rod. Close us out. Close us
well,
out, big bro.
when I was telling y'all about the growing pain,
Mm-hmm.
when y'all come from different parts of the land, and y'all got different cultural backgrounds, and y'all trying to find a medium, it's gonna sometimes cause clash. Y'all got to get figure it out now. So by the time y'all get done building the team, it'll naturally balance itself out, right? And when you remember, y'all just doing mother's work as a mother, you're doing what's necessary that's going to benefit your children for 7 generations yet born. That's the goal. Focus on
That's
that.
it.
So now, when you start having a difference with your sister, say is this difference more important than this next 7 generations yet born?
Mhm.
So we ain't gonna let that get between us because we got the same agenda.
That's it.
Because now you find common ground. Neutralize the problem by comparing it to the cause.
I do that all the time with them, don't I? I'm like, this bigger than us. My favorite phrase to say.
Yeah. Because when everybody focused on the cause, they find an everybody can find an excuse to get fall out with somebody. Now we can find an excuse to get along. Because
Mhm.
all we need is a
Love.
good excuse.
Mhm.
Once you got a good excuse, then you can justify why you going with this program.
Mhm.
I got a good excuse because I'm preparing for 7 generations that yet unborn,
Mhm.
7 generations into the future. Shit, if I'm preparing for seven, that's a good reason to not worry about whose skirt was too tight yesterday. I don't. Who gives a fuck?
You like tight skirts.
Who cares that about that girl rolling her hips? That's the uterus, a musical instrument. The universe is listening when she's dancing. She's telling them the state and the condition of her heart. That's where music and dance come from.
Mhm.
We just mimic that shit in the real world. We don't know what real music is till we heard the songs of the spheres. And all of the greats tried to translate it into musical composures that hypnotize you with the beauty of that sound of the spheres. Beethoven, Bach, Joplin, Gillespie. They all have to show you how to hear it, but they can't quite get it like they hear it because to you it sound real sweet, but it don't quite sound as sweet as it did when they heard the universe tell it to
That part.
them.
We
Yeah,
give
and
thanks.
yeah, but he can't hear it if her uterus don't dance because his heart is listening to her heart, and the sound got to travel up from the root chakra to the crown in order to get to his destination, the source. And on the way up, music fills the heart space. That's
Mhm.
the silence between the two. And as the music infuses the heart space, it spills over from her heart to his, and his dumb ass don't even know what hit him. Uh, the girl rapper from New York's How We Teed Off, she said it ain't the love bug that done bit you. So the sisterhood bond, the focus is on the 7 generations unborn. That keep you in your mother energy. You could put a pack of mothers in the kitchen and they can get down together and they never have an argument. But if
Let's
you
see.
put a pack of mothers in there with a couple of chicks that don't got no babies, it ain't gonna go too good. Because the ones that don't got no babies don't understand this silent language they talk. They don't even got to say nothing out loud to know who needs the salt, who need the onions, who need to chop this up, who need the knife out of what drawer. They be looking like they got this shit scripted,
Mhm.
and they ain't never been in the kitchen together before. They know
That's
what to do.
that's
They
the
said
truth.
Jesus gonna work it out. Jesus is ISIS. ISIS is mama. Mama gonna work it out.
And I know we about to get off, but I want to say this right quick. First of all, this ain't the church, because you get real spirit over here. Y'all sow the seed into y'all family. Cheap Pontiac, Drea, Faith, myself, whoever. But also, I want to shout out Empress Radbird. I want to pay honor, homage, whatever. I don't care how you feel about it. You respect your elders. You respect people doing the work. I also want to shout out Black Magic 363, Brother Rich, the Prince, because I know him in the spirit. I want to shout out Dane Calloway, our brother.
Big
First,
day.
Big Dane, whoop whoop. I want to shout out my brother, Top Cats. First of all, BCU, Wild Engines, woo woo. I gotta shout the Wild Engines out. Um, because these people I know,
Hold
Getty.
on. Before we move on, if we doing the shout outs, I got to
So,
shout out B
okay.
Dale. I got to shout out my
I
brother
was
B
gonna get
Dale.
B Dale
And my
next.
hold on. These my brothers though. Hold on. These my specific
I was
brothers.
about to get
I
B
gotta shout
Dale.
out my brother B Dale, and I gotta shout out my
See,
brother Judah Allen.
Woo
Okay,
woo.
heard.
And who on the
Rod
show
already heard. I ain't gotta shout
tomorrow?
him out. He already heard.
I was
Who on
gonna
the
shout
show
out Fleur
tomorrow?
Burn.
Oh, Fleur Burn. Yeah, she did a
Fleur
live too
Burn.
yesterday. It was
Yes.
dope. Hmm.
I also want to shout out our sisters. Um, wait a minute, hold up, cause
Who on the
I
show tomorrow?
who doing?
The
We already
live
shouted out
tomorrow.
Risha's song.
This girl.
Right, Messy.
Who on the live tomorrow, y'all?
Who on the line, Marjorie?
I told you all I'm with the shit. You thought I was bullshit when I said with the shit?
You with the shit for real.
I'm with the shit.
Yeah,
But I just try to hold my decorum due to the
You so
function and the
messy.
responsibilities at hand. But I will get tacky with a motherfucker. I ain't innocent.
oh shit.
I will start speaking in Spanish or Russian. I like to I like to start speaking another
Y'all got a
language.
live tomorrow, don't y'all?
Yeah.
Drea, y'all ain't got no live tomorrow.
Right, shut the fuck.
Drea.
You messy as fuck.
Both of y'all over here, look, playing, and I'm over here hungry.
Drea, you ain't got a
Who
live
got it?
tomorrow. Y'all ain't doing no live
Now
tomorrow.
cash out so we can get Uber Eats. Look at our sister on there. She laughing so hard.
Kia.
I ain't got
Yeah.
time for y'all.
On our drunk.
Close us out.
Go go close us out, Drea.
All right, y'all. Well, we're going to go ahead and we're
Messy as
going to close it.
fuck. We
Oh,
goofy
I almost
too.
forgot. I forgot something. I forgot something.
No, you
Wait.
messy.
We had to remember that you can the enemy is never gonna give you the tools to free yourself from his system. But the system our ancestors left us, all we had to do was just follow the steps.
Hmm.
Now we at the part where the call for unity is about to extend across the land through the women, the mothers of the land. And then they're going to start coming together in the echo of a single voice. All of them doing it according to their tribal traditions and their tribal rights. You're going to see it over the next year in the public domain, a series of women in town squares reading eviction notice to the corporation and give them their support. And this would be smooth as candy,
Yes.
you know, sweet as honey.
Right, you said get them they support.
Yes.
What,
Yeah.
but
When it,
what do
the,
that look like?
every local community have to select who the women, the elder women from their community that represents their big mama triad. So we first going to show what it looked like with the first one. So now they'll have a video blueprint to know what it looked like so they can follow the same blueprint wherever they at. But it's also the first of the public notices and instructions of the matriarch. But it got to trickle down to the local area because if it doesn't reach the grassroots and understanding of what's taking place, then it's just a waste of time. And the only way to get it through is if you empower the women know how to communicate with each other. These damn dumbass these dudes don't. When the women understand the nature and the value of the obstacle ahead, they know how to work together as mothers because something is coming to threaten their children. These dumbass dudes, they can't even get the fucking military shit right.
What about the dudes that's doing their work,
Oh
Rod?
shit.
The ones that's doing their work, the matriarchy honor them.
Yeah, we do.
They don't honor the ones that's looking for the men's approval in a dick swinging contest. That ain't got nothing to do with that. It ain't gonna produce nothing.
Yeah.
The matriarchy is productive, progressive, all embracing. And one of the things we had to understand when they do the retreat, because you see people from many nations coming, it's people from many nations on the land. If you're going to recover the land, you're responsible for every two-legged walking human and four-legged walking dog on the land. You can't make a distinction until you secure the land. You got to treat everybody with the same amount of reverence.
Mm,
You got to protect everything on the land like it's the only thing on the land.
mhm,
When you start separating, you fall into the war paradigm again. We was taught to be divided amongst ourselves so we would always remain conquered. And the most cohesive thing in the human structure is the alliance of mothers. If you don't believe me, study Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Because they used to kill people in a drunk driving accident and pay a ticket until the mothers got mad. And when the mothers got mad, they said they're going to have to start sending them to prison when they kill these babies.
mm.
So if they don't have to believe me, it's in the books. It's a historical fact. It's not suggestion or proposition. When a group of mothers get together, shit get done. But that's
Drea.
different when they misusing y'all energy. So remember, when the women start locally more organizing their community, participate, help. You don't have to know what to do. If you don't know what to do, ask somebody that look like they know what to do, what you can do to help.
Exactly.
If it look like they know what they're doing, ask them what you can do to help. Stop trying to tear everybody down.
Mhm.
Facts.
And that's
Hey,
all I
we
got
got
to
a
say about
sister. I'm here in Las Vegas. Very much needed boots on the ground. You need to be rocking with me then. I'm in Vegas too. What we doing?
Exactly,
Hit the
Lawanda.
email. Hit the email, sister.
Meeting,
No, she
Meeting.
didn't.
Well, somebody say it.
We already put it in the jail though.
Meeting of the
Girl,
matriarchs, matriarchs with a
I
S
cannot.
at
Hold on. Let's put it
gmail.com.
somewhere.
That Prosecco hitting, ain't
You
it,
putting it in there,
kid?
Faye? Because when I try to type in there, it's like stalling
Meeting of the matriarchs. Everybody know how to spell.
with an S at the end of matriarchs at Gmail.
Sisters, we waiting on y'all. Come on, cause y'all know what time it is. Cause y'all got the call on y'all.
And remember
And
to tune out from all the bullshit. You know what I'm
We
mm-hmm.
saying?
laughing at you,
Like
kids.
you pay with your
This
attention. Don't give
I know
focus
that's Chinese black.
to any of the bullshit.
No, it's
Tune
not
in
Chinese
to what
black. That's
you
somebody
want.
else.
Oh yes. How you know?
Because it says it. It doesn't say Chinese black.
Oh,
Ah,
that's
It
our sister, Sovereign
says
Queen.
Black Creek Goddess.
Okay. Hey sis, Sovereign Queen. That's
When
our
we
sister
going to
right there.
have Big Mama's house cook off
Cause it can't nobody make greens like Kia P, aka
I don't know.
Kia B.
We're gonna have to have
I
a
make
cook
some
off
good
on
greens too,
that,
I
girl.
put a
on them
smoked turkey
greens.
neck in
My
them
whole family, they
greens.
only
Uh,
want me cooking greens,
And
okay?
then
so
cooking
do
with the
I. We can
Creole
do the
seasoning.
smoked turkey. We could do the ham hocks,
Yeah.
whatever you want to
I put
do. I
how you
do
make your
it.
greens? How you make your greens?
Depending on who I'm cooking them for.
Uh,
None of your business. That's my recipe. When did your grandmama say that's for my grandkids to get passed down that like my grandmama's passed mine down.
I cook
Don't
mine
play with
every year
me.
on live. Let
We
me
can
tell
have
you
a green
something.
cook
I
I
do
off.
learned
all the
how.
things. No judgment, no bias. I do all the things. I clean the chitlins, clean the membranes, finding
Oh,
things people
you
don't be
from the
knowing how to
south?
clean the chitlins. You know what I'm
You
saying?
from
I
the
do it all. I do it all.
you
Okay?
from the dirty south, hey?
You know I'm from the south side of Chicago. You know how we get down. Go ahead and put that song
Oh,
on.
that's a cat. Play the song, Drea. Drea said we can't cook greens better than her, but I'm gonna tell you
I
something.
don't know. We're gonna have to have a cook off. I ain't
We
playing with
surely
y'all.
is. Wait till y'all come to South
I'm Kung Fu
Cackalack.
Panda them greens though.
Wait
What
till
you
y'all come
talking
to the
about?
dirty south. I'm gonna tell you what. I cook mine for 48 hours.
My
They gonna
family
melt
from the
in your
south.
mouth.
Oh, we all from the south. Don't play with me.
I already know it. Drea ancestors from the south. I put Creole seasoning in them, sugar.
But we gangsta on that south side of Chicago though. You ain't with it though. You ain't
South
with it though.
Cackalack, baby, the dirty south. You can't fuck with it. Just go. Run that clip. Roll that bean footage, darling.
Our
I'm
theme
talking Harold's
song.
motherfucking chicken, baby.
Oh, not the Harold's chicken though. And them
He talking
Italian
to
beefs.
BCU.
Them Italian beefs
Auntie,
though. They don't know about them
listen, when
Italian
Top
beefs.
Cat hit us, he want Harold's chicken. You already know Top Cat, your right hand girl, Auntie. That's her uncle restaurant. We went to Harold's Chicken. We played spades in Harold's Chicken.
Oh,
Period.
that's we need to. So we're gonna have a greens cook off, and we're gonna be playing spades on
You
that.
Yes,
remember Sweet Georgia
Lord.
Brown?
We played spades in Harold's Chicken. Cheap on it. Done, BCU. Josh, y'all know what time it is. Alicia, all y'all. New Orleans. All our tribes in New Orleans,
You know
Medea.
we've been giving shout. You know we've been giving shout outs for over an hour, right?
I
Okay,
know,
I'm
right?
done.
Is this the theme song, Drea? What's hot popping?
Look,
This
this the easiest
Mohawk.
way to get everybody is look. This the easiest way to get everybody a shout out. Don't miss nobody. Everybody
I
that
do
love me, I
it.
love you back.
That part.
I say.
Everybody,
I 10.
everybody that love me, I love you back times 10.
Everybody love me. I love you back times 10. I
There
10.
you go. Now who got missed?
All my mystical magical beings.
Face still showing people out.
Mystical magical beings. If you know, you know. Yeah.
They done had spiritual food. Y'all hit them cash apps. So y'all see, because y'all did it in church, they
Y'all
ain't
trying to
feasting
get
on
us hit
spiritual
with some
food.
copyright shit.
No,
Where
30 seconds.
is where is Mohawk?
Mohawk is, oh yeah, what Mohawk? Drea. Play
Our sign
Mohawk.
out song.
Drea. Switch it and reverse it right quick,
Oh,
Drea, so we
look,
go out
she
right.
playing. She playing what she playing what she playing. Ride the wave, baby. Ride the wave.
All right.
Make changes.
We do not own the
This
rights
my
to this
song. This my
music.
grandma song.
Listen to this, y'all. The power in the masses. Collectively, they believe.
While we doing that, we should have put on that fire and desire.
Exactly, Drea. Play that.
That's that's straight
I
game
had to
right there.
pause
What
it
she just
because I
told
don't
y'all.
want to them to copyright strike me. But you said what?
Play Etta James,
That's
Mohawk.
straight.
like she
That was
just
straight
said.
game
Oh,
right there.
Mohawk, yeah.
We gotta
You
play
That
said
was straight
Mohawk.
what?
game.
But I was saying fire and desire. You know
That's
how we
my
get down.
song, Faith. How the hell you knew that?
I don't know, but
Tina
we need to do
Marie.
karaoke. Fire and
What you talking
desire.
about?
That's my
You know
shit.
what's a better duet? You know what's a better Rick James duet than Fire and Desire?
Ain't
What?
none. Ain't none.
Yes, it is.
Which
Go
one?
ahead.
You
What
ain't never
is
heard.
it?
You ever heard Happy?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. We're gonna make
Lady, I can understand your problem and your
oh
I
worry
heard that before.
yes,
They used to
I
when
play
have
you
heard
that
it.
love
at Made
a
House.
man
That
like
ain't it.
me.
That ain't
And if you
it.
don't mind, you must ain't listening to the story they telling then.
No, it is. That
They
hit
played that
too.
at the Jew joint down here in the South. That ain't the one, Rod.
That
That's
hit. But
that's
that
man,
fire
that's
and
the one right
desire.
there.
Some other
Fire and
shit.
Desire, that one emotional roller coaster though. I don't like
I
that one
love
because it
it.
be making me want to cry.
Long ago.
Happy make me feel. Look,
Who said
happy
that?
make me feel. Look, happy make me feel good on the inside. Fire and Desire make me all sad and mushy. You cry
No.
like a little. No,
Now that's like that Mr.
no,
and
that's just
Mrs. Smith. You know what
Wait a
I'm
minute. Which
saying?
one of
Y'all
y'all said
fighting
that
then.
long ago? Who said that? Dre, you said that.
I
What?
did.
Faith, you said that like
I
that.
did.
You said long ago.
Long ago.
Tria, take us out
sugar,
with that mohawk right quick.
sugar.
Play our theme song right
Here,
quick,
if
Tria.
you have me play one more song, and I just told you I
Sis,
was hungry 20 minutes ago.
I'm gonna get you some Waffle House.
I
Everybody
know
cash
we
out
on
my
our
sister.
Kiki. Just close us
How you
out.
gonna say you gonna get me
This
some, then tell everybody else to get me some?
We got a mutual
You
credit
see the
card. You ready to
play?
buy
Yeah, I
some
see the
Waffle
play,
House?
right?
Dre, you
it's
got
the
Waffle House out
play
there where you at?
though. Cause she owe me a bottle of
I
wine.
don't
She
know.
owe
I
me
never
some
been to Waffle House out
gas.
here. I
Dre
always
got the
used to go
card
in St.
number.
Louis.
Look.
Y'all
I
got
was
She
just
Waffle
gonna
always
House
say
talking
over
about
Wood.
there.
how she about to get somebody some.
Listen, y'all got Waffle House where y'all at?
I do. It's right
Okay.
around the corner.
Dre, you got
How
Waffle
you gonna
House
get it to
too.
me? Cash app? What you
Huh?
gonna
You better
do?
call Uber Eats. Dre, you got Waffle House out there.
I
Look,
don't
she be
know.
on this shit every day, don't she?
How you be acting like you don't know you been in Vegas with your boyfriend?
She ain't got no Waffle House.
First off, we don't go to Waffle House.
Let
That's number one.
me tell you something.
So
Ain't
I didn't even
nobody
think
too
no Waffle
bougie for the
House is
Waffle
Vegas.
House.
I
Ain't
don't
no
think it
Waffle
is
House in
one.
no
It
Vegas.
is what's her
Waffle
name on
House,
here?
Prolific.
Prolific what?
what
Shit.
is it, Faith? Come on with it, Faith. Prolific
I
what?
know the secretary's
Oh,
posted.
there you go. Never mind. It just popped up. It must be meant.
It
There we
is,
go.
man. Cause Faith asked for it 10 times before we got there.
Well, Rod
So we
wanted
gonna
me to
Look,
play
get
that's
that,
hit.
so
why
don't hate on what Rod wanted to listen to.
No, we support the chief.
Yeah.
We ain't wanna get hit with no car.
y'all ain't even peeped the game she was dropping in the song.
We know that
Right. They
song.
weren't listening.
I was
They
listening.
talking over it.
I
No,
was
we know that
listening.
song by heart. Grandma used to play that, baby.
I was listening.
I know
Kia,
all
be
the lyrics.
quiet. You know you over there telling stories.
No, that's my grandma's song, baby.
Okay,
She waiting on it now.
where we at? Share the screen.
Faith, you play too much.
We done turned this
What
into a
she
good old
say?
Kiki.
I can't hear her.
Everybody been laughing all night. They said this has been an emotional roller coaster. Good.
Welcome to the meeting of the matriarchs.
We get it all done.
Mm-hmm. You want to go to Waffle House, girl?
Including the washing of the hairs and everything. I can't believe y'all
I
got
think
me
that's
on
Hey,
it.
camera
look,
like that.
everybody that rode the roller coaster and was
Mm.
able to make it to the end and still feel like they've been somewhere,
Well, that's
that's our
152
tribe.
people.
Come along and ride on a
That's 152 people. So
fantastical
obviously,
experience.
Oh, go to us too there.
all right, here we go, y'all. Now, don't hate on this one.
Just it right here.
Hey, we fade us out after this one, because if we start back talking, we'd be here another hour.
That part.
It's a
It's
sweet
be a
soul.
slumber party for real. We're gonna be on our boring shit. What should be doing 48 hours slumber parties and shit.
Screaming. I'm ready to go to bed.
Well, bro, they be cooking dinner, having cocktails together, and
Flu
everything.
I'm
born. I
going
need
over
to
there.
tune in to one of her channels. I
Me
just be
too.
wanting to see her boobies. No homo.
Hey,
Okay.
she a vibe.
Me too. She
She a
is the
whole
vibe.
vibe. Well,
I
burn.
love
That
her.
Yeah.
Leo energy.
I
Fire.
love her
Fire.
pieces. She giving what she supposed to give.
She
LeBron shine to his
gives.
chest.
Yes, she gives.
Yes, she do.
And she spits that shit. Mm, mm,
And she
mm.
mucho caliente. Very spicy.
Muy, muy, muy.
Very, very, very.
Mhm.
If somebody don't like floor burn, they got something wrong with them.
Mm-hmm.
You always pay attention to that. When you have a person that's real likable like that, and then somebody just don't like
There's
them,
always
watch that.
something wrong with them. Mhm.
Every time.
I'm telling you. When you see somebody that's a genuinely good person and somebody just hate their guts,
Yeah.
watch that motherfucker. Don't take
Watching.
your eye off that motherfucker.
Because Flipper
That's a no
always give
good,
good
right motherfucker.
energy.
hmm
Everything else with respect, loyalty,
Any
and dignity. I
anybody
found
that
my
Oh,
peace,
this
I
ain't.
found my
hey,
power. My voice was always here in
What is that?
me.
Granny.
1741. Everything returns to its ideal state. I return to myself. We hear about shadow work, the inner child, old wounds, lessons left undone, and lessons born from our own actions. I cannot speak on past lives, I speak from what I know. I lost myself inside what I was told to do. What if what we cherish can also block our view? Anything above the self can pull us from our truth. 1948, I move with purpose. Every step returns me to my soul. I made room left for me. I listened, gave more than enough. Then when I spoke for myself, they said, it is always about you. That is the joke. When I was quiet,
Leave me
no one
alone.
complained. When I stood for myself, they acted like I changed. My voice was, I can give grace, pull back, and choose what I will do. My peace is not for bargaining. My power is not for sale. I care. Love is not to be proved. Love is a walk. Love is not always soft. Sometimes love is tough. But this is about coming back to me. Nothing feels quite right. Yet when I am alone, everything feels right. Something.
Yay. I was about to cut off the light and get the lighter going. Like,
All right. Meeting of the
all right, I
matriarchs.
love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Peace, love, and bliss. Send us
Hasta
out, Drea.
luego. Mañana.
Mañana.
Mi llamo Nakia Andrea. Tomato. Judah. I gotta go because I'm tipsy. Chief Pontiac, it was an honor to be in your presence. Matriarchs, it was an honor.
It was an honor. Thank you for the Kiki. We got
Cause I
serious
don't let
business
I
done
laughed
and
the
the
whole
Kiki.
show. And everybody else
Mm-hmm.
did too.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna take a lot for me to watch this because I went
I can't
into
wait till you watch it back.
no, I'm nervous. I'm scared to watch it because I channeled. Ugh.
All right, Drea, send us out, love.
Take us through there. Can
Chief,
you play?
take
Can you
us
play
through
it?
there.
Take us through there. 30 seconds.
Final words. Send us out.
Come on, Big Mom. With your beautiful self, with your green on. Take us through there, Big Mom.
Come on, Chief, send us out.
Take us through there, Dre. I like this one better.
I already told you I wasn't talking after she finished that song.
All right. We appreciate y'all tuning in with us
I'm
and
trying to end the live.
They
turning
don't want
up.
to go home.
I see, because it ain't even let me. I'm like, hold on.
Everybody like and subscribe. Seriously, though. It helps
Meeting of the
everybody get the
matriarchs
views.
at gmail.com.
Hmm.
Everything's transparent. You done seen it all.
We love you too.
Serious. All the love and the kikis.
And
Thank
we're
y'all
out of
for
here.
tuning in.
Have a
Peace.
great rest of the blissed evening. And
Yes.
we'll see y'all. We'll see y'all at the meeting of the matriarchs meetings, right? Because y'all gonna come and be a part of the collective with us.
That's
Yes,
it.
yes. We need boots on the ground, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Peace and love and hair
Peace,
grease,
love, and bliss.
hair oil. I don't use grease.
Blue Magic later.
I ain't got no time for no blue
Peace.
magic. Spray and
Let's see
conditioner.
if it let us end it. It wouldn't let me end it. I've been clicking in forever. Let's see.
Mm. Your hair
Yeah, I'm
shiny though.
serious. It's not letting me end it.